So I do have some stories to share. Let me get myself organized here. We'll start with the ones on the more serious side. Authorities searching for Nancy Guthrie say they have recovered some items of evidence. They're obviously going through that stuff. We'll see if it goes anywhere. But the FBI has increased its reward for information leading to the location of Nancy Guthrie and or the arrest and conviction of anyone involved in her disappearance. They've raised it to $100,000 and also revealed new details about the kidnapping suspect. In a statement posted by the FBI in Phoenix, they described a man as about 5'9" to 5'10", with an average build, who is carrying a black 25-liter Ozark Trail hiker backpack. So the Bureau has received, by the way, more than 13,000 tips so far, noting that every tip is reviewed for credibility, relevance, and information that can be acted upon by law enforcement as agents, staff, and 24-hour command posts. Guthrie was last seen January 31st. Of course.
So I was watching a bit of it. Yeah, I've been trying to kind of like dip in and out because there's such a glut of stuff and it changes so frequently. There was footage of a guy who looks like this guy attempting to climb a wall at another house in the neighborhood.
Oh, really?
So they have that. And then they were talking about this dynamic, which is causing some controversy, which is apparently they call it bigfooting. When the FBI comes into an investigation and they start to butt heads with the local authorities. Mm-hmm. So they wanted this backpack to go for DNA labs to Quantico, but the locals sent it to a place in Florida. So
the backpack or the gloves?
The backpack and the gloves.
Okay,
I mean the gloves. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But what I had heard about the backpack is that backpack specifically was only sold at Walmart.
Well, that refines the search,
right?
You know?
Yeah. It's interesting, Steve, that you bring that up about the departments butting heads, because that's a trope in a lot of movies.
Yes.
And you like to think it doesn't really happen that way, but I guess it does.
It does.
From time to time,
and the phrase is bigfooting.
Okay, was not aware of that. All right, so following the tragic news of James Vanderbeek's shocking death, sources told Deadline that the actor had been secretly working on a memoir while battling stage 3 colorectal cancer. According to reports, a Dawson's Creek alum was writing the book between filming projects and spending time with family, though it remains unclear how complete the manuscript is or whether it will be released. He continued acting through his illness. Upcoming appearances are on the way, including the Legally Blonde prequel series Elle, his film The Gates, appearing on The Masked Singer, Dancing with the Stars as well, and Overcompensating.
There's a video that was recorded within the past 6 months. Yeah. And it is a beautiful little sentiment that he passes along to people about who am I on this earth? Mm-hmm. And then he finishes off, and it's just a wonderful message. He said, I realized I'm someone who's worthy of God's love. And then he goes, and so are you. Oh. I mean, what a beautiful message, to give out to people.
You had a picture of him and Alfonso Ribeiro who's right at the end of his life, which is just, heartbreaking.
Case, he's cradling him in bed, and apparently Vanderbeek died just, 30 minutes later.
Shortly after that. So we're actually going to see some of his last few works still to come.
Yeah.
All right. So after news broke on Wednesday that Bijou Phillips urgently needs a second kidney transplant, more than 1,000 potential donors have come forward. Unfortunately, it hasn't helped. Her blood type is B negative, which means that she needs donors with either B negative, B positive, or O negative or O positive blood. Sources told TMZ that because of how critical her condition currently is, they say that it's touch and go minute by minute, and people are being urged to get tested as soon as possible. And the insiders also say that Bijou will probably stay in the hospital until they can find a match for her.
They're also cautioning people to remember you cannot mail the kidney in a box.
Oh, you can't?
Yeah.
Good to know.
Hailey Bieber turned heads at the Sydney premiere of Wuthering Heights in a sheer lace black dress. She wore a completely sheer lace Saint Laurent Chantilly gown.
Look, you can see my beeve.
That entirely embodied the Victorian roots of the film. Her
nice Bieber.
There are just certain times that just don't do anything for me, and that's why I probably never got into that Bridgerton thing
and Wuthering Heights.
And all those,
okay.
And listen, there might come a time, like maybe 10 years from now, that might be a thing for me. Because like Westerns weren't a thing, and now I kind of dig that stuff.
So like Victorian, Gothic romance, not
Nope,
your thing.
No,
All right.
I don't care.
That's how I am with like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings.
Really?
Yeah, just doesn't do it for me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yep.
fantasy stuff.
Well, that's
So-
just crazy.
I know. I wish I knew it. I know bits
I
and
see
pieces of
Casey's
it.
point, but you're just crazy.
So her look was made entirely of sheer lace, complete with a low neckline that went down to the bottom of her chest. That showed a halter bralette, which was also completely sheer lace.
Do you like your bralettes breaded or grilled?
Her sleeves embodied the historical aesthetic even more as they were nipped at the wrist and had a long ruffled edge. Haley did wear black briefs on the bottom, so no beef.
No.
And it was covered by more sheer lace that puddled at her feet, where she wore Saint Laurent black strappy sandals.
By the way, I have to
In case you
imagine
were
that
wondering.
somebody put Jerry Mather's picture on a pair of panties, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the beaver.
The beaver, yeah.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
I want a whoopee cushion and a beaver underpants.
It is an extremely sexy outfit
Yeah.
she's wearing. So that's what she was going for, and mission accomplished. Michelle Obama is sharing real relationship advice, encouraging couples to slow things down before taking major steps like moving in together. She said if it's early in the relationship, you shouldn't be moving in. I don't care how much money he has or doesn't have. You don't know him yet. She said it takes time to fully know, to have someone reveal themselves to be to you over time. She also warned against coming to the rescue of a partner who can't pay for their own place, saying that rushing into being roommates could cloud the true dynamics of the relationship.
I see that.
Yeah.
I believe that. I do. I am a proponent of living together for a while. Claire and I had been dating for a while before we made the decision to live together.
Yeah, I think each one of these makes sense. Wait a little bit before you move in together. Live together a little while before you get married.
Interview your cuck.
Yeah, yes.
Obama emphasized her message centers on maintaining independence early so that partners can grow individually. She pointed out the importance of not being handcuffed by a lease before you truly understand someone's foibles and everyday habits as well. Lewis Hamilton reportedly declined to comment on his rumored romance with Kim Kardashian after they attended the Super Bowl together, telling reporters, "It's my private life and I'm not talking about that."
Gosh dang it.
The pair were seen getting flirty at the game and recently vacationed across Europe, staying at Estelle Manor in the Cotswolds.
I don't know where the hell that is.
Rosewood Hotel in London, and making a stop in Paris as well.
Do you imagine if you get into a multiple date scenario on the way to a relationship with Kim Kardashian, that NDA comes out pretty quickly?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, most definitely. Source previously said that they are inseparable and trying to fit time together around Kardashian's packed schedules.
That's all I had to say about that.
That's all he.
I thought
that's
he would
our-
have a different accent.
That was our source. Yeah.
That's all I had to say about that.
ABC is expanding the Dancing with the Stars franchise. They're doing a new spinoff. It's called Dancing with the Stars: The Next Pro. And the show will follow rising ballroom dancers living together as they fight through an intense audition process for a pro spot on the main show.
Wow. So, Case, we're just a few ticks away from Dancing with the Stars, No Sad Bro.
Oh, I
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
true.
What about like line dancing with the stars?
Okay.
That might actually be kind of
Listen,
fun.
I'd be surprised if CMT hasn't, or whatever it's called now, the Country Music Channel,
Right.
If they haven't done something like that.
It would open up everything. Tap dancing with
Yeah.
the stars, hip hop dancing with the stars. There's a bunch.
Crunking with the Stars,
Ballet with the stars.
break dancing with the Stars.
The series is expected to air this summer. The season 34 champ Robert Irwin reportedly is in talks to host the show.
How about that?
Yeah. Three-time winner Mark Ballas is being considered as a judge alongside his mother Shirley Ballas, with a rotating mentor joining weekly.
Who's going to be the Bruno on that show?
That's a good question. Chris Fleming is making his HBO comedy special debut with Chris Fleming Live at the Palace, premiering February 27th on HBO and HBO Max. Taped at Chicago's Cadillac Palace Theater. The hour covers everything from Trader Joe's and Oreos to masculinity, conga lines, and dog breeds. He said, I hereby decree my first HBO special will soon be available for you to consume. Please enjoy and feel free to dance along. So there's a trailer if you want to see that before you head over and check it out. The fall and rise of Reggie Dinkins is getting an extra push from NBC. The comedy starring Tracy Morgan and Bobby Moynihan debuted to 5.8 million viewers after an NFL playoff lead-in, becoming NBC's most watched comedy debut in 3 years since Night Court. And now the pilot episode will be rebroadcast after Saturday Night Live on the 28th at 1 a.m.
Oh, really?
Yeah, giving audiences another chance to watch and hopefully come back for more. Meanwhile, episode 2 airs on February 23rd, and then episodes regularly come out on Mondays, and that will start on March 2nd.
I wonder statistically how many shows, because they'll do that. They'll launch a show right after the Super Bowl, try to get as many eyes on it as possible. How often that works and results in a successful show.
Yeah, and something that goes the distance.
That goes the distance.
Yeah.
This year they went right into the Olympics, and I thought it was, I guess they had to sensationalize it, but they went right into the Lindsey Vonn run that she broke her leg or tore her. So I thought that was, I don't know, interesting that it wasn't like an exciting celebrating somebody, went right into an injury that everybody knew was coming.
You know what, though? The injuries are a draw,
I know,
too.
and it was the biggest story of the Olympics at that moment.
Yeah, makes sense. All right, and then one last story, and we'll move on to a couple other things. ATX TV Festival has unveiled this year's event will include a 30th anniversary reunion of the Emmy-winning sitcom Everybody Loves Raymond. Ray Romano and creator Phil Rosenthal will join writers from the beloved CBS comedy for a special conversation reflecting on the show, which aired from 1996 to 2005 and earned 15 Emmy Awards.
We've had Phil on the show a couple times. And he's successful in his own right. But the show is now on MeTV, so I'm catching the reruns.
Yeah.
It's a funny show.
The reunion will take place during the festival's 15th season, May 28th through the 31st, and we'll look back at the personal, often autobiographical stories that shaped Everybody Loves Raymond. The panel joins previously announced festivities like the Friday Night Lights 20th anniversary celebration. All right, it is a Friday. That means we got new stuff popping into the theaters this weekend, movies galore, and we're here to tell you about those. All right, we'll start with Wuthering Heights. Of course, it's a romance and drama. Stars Margot Robbie, Jacob Elordi, and Hong Chow. Tragedy strikes when Heathcliff falls in love with Catherine Earnshaw, a woman from a wealthy family in 18th century England. 2 hours, 16 minutes long, rated R, wide theater release, and kind of heads down the middle with a Rotten Tomato score of 65%. Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die is an action, sci-fi, and comedy film. Stars Sam Rockwell, Haley Lu Richardson, and Michael Pena. A man claiming to be from the future takes the patrons of an iconic Los Angeles diner hostage in search of unlikely recruits in a quest to save the world. Running time's 2 hours, 14 minutes long. It's rated R. Wide theater release. Rotten Tomato score, 85%. And then one more opening is Cold Storage. It's a sci-fi horror comedy film. Stars Joe Keery, Georgina Campbell, and Liam Neeson. Tea Cake and Naomi, two young employees of a self-storage company built on the site of an old U.S. military base, have their wildest night shift ever when a parasitic fungus escapes from the lowest sublevel of the base, where it was sealed by the government decades before. Hour and 39 minutes long. It's rated R. It's a wide theater release, and Rotten Tomatoes gives it an 81%.
It's a Joe Keery starring vehicle, so good for him.
Absolutely. All right, we now have clips played. The Medeaverse continues with Joe's college road trip. And here Amber Rain shares her admiration for Tyler Perry and what he has taught her.
Most of the advice that I've gotten from him has been from just watching him, taking notes on how he treats people, how he works so hard. His work ethic is something I've never seen before. So that's, some huge takeaways that I've got from working with him.
You crazy, man.
Joe's college road trip is streaming today on Netflix. Here's our next clip. The Simpsons' 800th episode finds Homer and the family paying tribute to the city of Philadelphia. Here, creator Matt Groening details how his memory of all of these episodes has changed.
And we've done so many episodes. At one point in the production of the show, I'd have that episode that we're working on memorized. And now when I drive my kids to school, they're watching The Simpsons in the back seat, and I'm listening to it as a radio show, and I'm completely surprised.
Yeah, big whoop, no one cares.
Episode 800 of The Simpsons, Sunday, 8 p.m. on Fox. There's going to be a lot of local celebs.
Yes.
And Pennsylvania natives, not just Philly. So like The Roots and Kevin Bacon and a bunch of other good ones. So it should be pretty cool. All right, that's the entertainment report, people. Suck it.
Yeah.
Done with that for the Friday. For the week here. And No Sad Bro is in full effect. And we are going to have a very cool thing happen this morning. Des Rocs is going to be here performing live. This guy is a high-energy performer. He's playing the MMRBQ. He's got a really cool style and sound, and he's going to be playing a couple songs this morning around 9 o'clock.
Yeah, very versatile.
Yeah. Not only that, we had mentioned Joe Keery has a movie coming out. Well, so does Caleb McLaughlin from Stranger Things. He played Lucas on the show, and the movie is called GOAT. It's in theaters today, so we're going to talk with him as well. And we have the Connoisseur and a few other things to get into as well. Hey, music means we're going to take a break. We'll be back in just a moment. Stay with us. Chris, huh?
Yeah, somebody pointed out to me I have a phobia with green. They're like, you don't like Seattle, you don't even like the Dolphins, you don't like Green Bay. I'm like, well, maybe I just don't like the color green. Apparently,
That's probably it.
That might be it.
All right, thanks, man.
Make sure you see it in IMAX.
The trash picking, field goal kicking,
Philadelphia
phenomenon. Okay,
It's bad.
and he just happened to, yeah. All right, let me go to our buddy Craig Legans is online. Hey, Craig, good morning.
By myself, I'll take his office.
Physically and sexually.
We'll go behind that shed there. All right, Craig. So, are you calling in for what needs to be told? The story that would make a good movie?
Yeah, that, and there's also a movie that a lot of people haven't seen. It's called Snipes. That was set here in Philly. It's not a sports movie, but it's a competition film, and I always thought it made a good sports movie. It was about the culture of tagging. See all graffiti art in Philly?
Right.
Well, there was this movie called Snipes where rival taggers, rival graffiti artists, competed with each other to see who could get the best spot, like the most impossible to get spot to tag their name in Philly.
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, it was made in early 2000, but I thought it was a great Philly sports film. As far as the movie that should be a film, Nick, you mentioned Eric Lindros. That's a great one. For me, would be the Chris Carter story. When Chris Carter was a Philadelphia Eagle.
All he did was score touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, why would you cut this guy? All he did was score touchdowns, and goes to Minnesota, goes in the Hall of Fame. His drug problem was so out of control while he was in Philly that Buddy Ryan cut him just so he would get into rehab. And Chris Carter even mentions that Buddy Ryan's the one that saved his life.
Oh,
yeah. Okay.
That sounds compelling.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I like Chris Carter now as a commentator, but his time in Philly was nothing but success on the field and nothing but tragedy off the field.
What about sports scandals and in the area? What would make for a compelling movie?
Sports scandals.
Well, like
Yeah,
the 93 Phillies, there's a lot of scandals surrounding those guys. And like they made it to the World Series. That's the Mitch Williams, Joe Carter series. But there were so many steroids on that 93 team. And Lenny Dykstra and Pete Incaviglia and Darren Dalton. There's a story to be told there.
And this is my daughter.
Yeah.
Hi, Daddy.
Also, Pete Rose's time in Philly during the strike year, because he was on the verge of breaking the record for the most hits in National League, and he couldn't play for a while. So that was, many people consider that was when the time he had off was when the gambling really kicked in when he was in Philly.
I think the story is just in the beginning, and it's being told right now. But Jordan Mailata, the left tackle for the Eagles, I mean, here's a guy who never played a down of football, was a rugby player, an enormous rugby player coming out of Australia, and he is. I mean, he's one of the best left tackles in the entire league.
It sounds like the story to Kangaroo Jack.
Yeah.
Or Joel Embiid, who didn't start playing basketball until he was 14.
Yeah.
He played soccer, and now look at him. He's pretty good.
That's pretty. He's pretty good.
All right, thanks, Craig. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you, guys.
Somebody texted in the sports story that needs to be told. Philadelphia sports story needs to be told. The Dick Button story.
The Dick Button story.
Yes,
I love it.
Skater. Yes, we should definitely do the Dick Button story.
Button, Dick.
Yeah, it sells itself. I see the poster right now.
That's my name backwards.
Some people are texting in Iverson.
It's his birthday, so sure.
It is his birthday.
What do you think? What do you think? With that?
Yeah.
There's a story there, right?
There was a downfall there too, and a pretty bad one. And the fact that how much fame he had and how good he was, and the whole no practice and all that. I think there's definitely a story there.
Do you think there would ever be, and would have ties to here, a Kobe Bryant story? I don't know if his family would want something like that, at least not now.
Right.
But I mean, because of the way he tragically died and all of that. But I mean, clearly there's a story there. I mean, he went on to be one of the absolute greatest.
Look, they can take one incident and build a movie around it. They've done it many times.
Yeah, true. Yeah. You don't have to do the whole life.
Right.
You can do a portion of what's happening in someone's life.
Like the wrestler focused on mainly his good years.
Yeah. Let me go. Hang on. Let me go to Daniel. Hey, Daniel. Good morning.
Hi. Good morning, Gadzooks.
Gadzooks, buddy. All right. What's the movie you wanted to mention?
A movie I wanted to mention was about the Taney Dragons back in 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
When they went into the Little League World Series.
They
had Monet Davis as their pitcher. And
Monet, that's right.
They were destroying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was a national story for a while.
Yeah, that could be a good one. What is she up to, by the way, Monet Davis?
Is she playing?
Thanks for your call, Daniel.
College softball?
Here, Nick just pulled up.
Well, she's 20. Oh no, she's 20 now. It's her birthday in a couple of weeks, and her middle name is IKEA.
That's very cool, man. Yeah. My middle name is Walmart.
Oh my God, I'm Target.
Dude, actually, it is Michael, like Michael's.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And Paul, I'm not after a saint, Paul McCartney. I think Ron has a great suggestion.
All right, let me go to him. Hi, Ron. Good morning.
Hey, you guys rock.
Thanks, buddy. All right, what's Philadelphia's sports movie to be made?
Before I get to that, there's a great story behind the Flyers and the Russians.
Yeah.
The Russians are in the dressing room, and I read it in the Complete Spectrum. It's a great book. Ed Snyder goes in there, and he goes, if you guys don't get the F back on the ice, you're not getting paid. And that's what made him go back on the ice.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a great book. It's called Complete Spectrum.
Okay.
That's very cool.
Cool, man.
So there's a great story. It's almost like Rocky and Apollo Creed. Joe Frazier would be a great movie, but it would not be mostly about Joe Frazier. It's how Joe Frazier made Muhammad Ali so famous.
Mm-hmm.
Muhammad Ali would have been famous, but Harold Cosell documented that it was the rivalry between them that made Ali so famous, and it was Joe Frazier that had a lot to do with it.
You're right, and so you'd have the Ali story has been told a number of times. In fact, he played himself in his movie, so that's been told many times. To get an angle that would do Joe Frazier right, and his importance in all of that is the film that still needs to be made.
I agree.
Yeah, there's also a small one. If I could say one more, nobody's going to get this one. There was a guy that lived in Veteran Stadium that worked in the park.
We had him on.
Yeah, we talked to him. Yeah,
that'd be a crazy movie.
That would be a good one.
He gambled, he did drugs, he drank.
The whole damn thing.
Yeah,
I like it.
There's a lot of stories there.
Thanks,
I don't know how many of them were
guys.
true. But like when that guy
like when the Pope came by.
I was going to say, you know what, the likelihood of a movie getting made needs to be, it has to be someone who's nationally famous. So I was thinking that, Joe Frazier would make sense and a few others. But then again, I'm wrong because Invincible was not about, Vince Papale's very, very famous here and known around the league a little bit. But in the pantheon of things, he's not one of the all-time greats. So, and that worked because it's a story. It's a great story, even though it ended with him just winning a game. Let me go to Dave. Hey, Dave, good morning.
Gadzooks.
Hey, Gadzooks, buddy, what's up?
Julius Erving single-handedly changed basketball forever.
Yeah.
There should be a good Dr. J movie. I mean, a big screen, big budget. Julius Erving inspired Michael Jordan, for crying out loud.
Yeah, there have been documentaries, you're right, but there hasn't been that full-throated, life story movie. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, Dr. J is a great one.
He changed this town, and, the Sixers were horrible.
Here's a guy who left a successful medical career.
Thanks, Dave. As a doctor.
As a neurosurgeon.
I love Dr. J.
I know.
He's my favorite Sixer of all time, and I'm watching Winning Time on HBO right now. I just finished it up, but the Lakers in 1980 played the Sixers in the finals, and Magic Johnson was a rookie, and Dr. J was an established star. And the dynamic between those two guys, even though it's a fictionalized portrayal of the two, was really, really well done. And Dr. J, in a way, took Magic Johnson under his wing, but he also knew he was the star and Magic was not yet a star. It's a really great series.
It sucks because I was too young to appreciate him and Charles Barkley, being on the court at the same time. Like,
Right.
and I've seen them in Moses,
Yeah.
and,
Mo Cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
You guys ever met Dr. J?
I did, on a plane in 1984, going to the Olympics. And Turquoise was on the plane as well. And yeah, I shook his hand.
Okay, did you see him stand up on the plane? Because that had
I
to have
stood
been-
next to him.
Yeah,
really?
I stood next to him. I was a kid at the time, so I was 9, and got off the plane and shook his hand. My grandfather introduced me to him, and it's a memorable moment in my life because, Kathy, I know you've had the same experience, but your hand disappears in his, and it's this massive thing.
Seeing him on a plane would be like not only Des Rocs in our studio this morning. We're going to talk to Caleb McLaughlin, who played Lucas Sinclair on Stranger Things a little bit later on. But in the meantime, I know it's early, but let's get something to eat.
It's time for the Connoisseur. Man, I could probably eat something.
Yes. So, and we do have chocolate-covered strawberries
Yes,
here
we
this morning.
do.
From 320...
320 Market.
Yes. And
Phenomenal.
We're going to dive into those in a little while. But you know what? I do have a bunch of Valentine's Day specials to share with you, so I thought that'd be a good place to start with the Connoisseur.
So listen up.
And we're also going to play some movie clips here in a little bit. And thank you to our sponsor, Acme Markets. We'll be giving away some $50 gift cards for you to go and shop at Acme. So, Valentine's Day, there are plenty of deals to score. I'm just going to highlight a few of these in case you're looking for something. And some of these are, fast food deals, and others, fast casual and so on. So
I could jump in and quickly recommend Acme itself has flowers, and in their bakery section, there are all sorts of Valentine's Valentimes, as Jackie would say.
We're going to start with Chick-fil-A. They're offering their heart-shaped trays for catering orders for the first time, by the way. The tray options include a 30-count of nuggets, 10-count of chicken minis, 10-count of Chick-fil-A chicken strips, 12 chocolate fudge brownie halves, and 6 chocolate chunk cookies as well. So that's available. Our friends at Dunkin' have their fan favorite brownie batter donuts. Ooh, yeah, right?
Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And limited edition Valentine's Day Munchkin tins. They have new flirty beverages as well.
Flirty, oh.
That includes the Heart's Eyes Daydream Refresher, the chocolate-covered strawberry Daydream Refresher.
I'm chubbing up just hearing this.
The Buff Chai, the Toxic Espresso Cloud Espresso is how they spell it. Latte, and the Blush Spritz Refresher.
We should have Express Bows.
Ooh, that's a pretty good idea.
With
Express
your
Bows.
own genetic essence.
Stop
in
it. Casey, this one's for you. Nothing but cakes.
Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
love them.
They have special seasonal flavors for Valentine's Day. The banana pudding cake, that sounds delightful.
Yep.
The Dubai chocolate pop-up flavor.
That's for Avery, my daughter.
And chocolate raspberry heart that's made with Dove chocolate.
Yes.
Are available for a limited time.
Just grind up Doves. I know you're just kind of on the fence about Nothing Bun Cakes, but I love that. My birthday cake every year comes from Nothing Bun Cakes.
Yeah.
Love them.
We also have Paris Baguette. I do like that place an awful lot.
Oh, where's that?
There's one in my area that's kind of over towards Montgomeryville Mall.
Okay.
And there are these really good, you'll love it, Kate.
Yeah.
Their cakes are fantastic.
Did you bring in stuff from them one time for us?
I think we did. I think
Yeah.
Rochelle might have given me some stuff to bring in for you
it
guys.
was good stuff.
They have their pink velvet menu that features eye-catching cakes. Like their cakes, Casey, look really cool.
Okay.
They have pastries, macaroons, and beverages as well. And it includes their XOXO strawberry soft cream heart cake, pink velvet chocolate ganache cake.
I love ganache.
I do too. Conversation heart macaron and pink velvet matcha lattes. They also have the dessert franchise showing its love for loyalty members with double points on all purchases of Valentine's Day or pink velvet products through February 15th.
Sometimes these cakes are so spectacular you don't want to cut into them because
I know.
It's like a work of art.
Exactly. Pizza Hut is celebrating Valentine's Day with the return of their beloved heart-shaped pizza. The specialty large one-topping pizza is available for a limited time. TGI Fridays is inviting guests to treat themselves and someone they love to a special 3-course Valentine's meal for 2 for $50.
Is there one around here?
Pizza Hut?
TGI Fridays.
Oh, what happened to the one over there?
Right
Is
over
it
here.
Still there?
Yeah.
Still open?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep, over here on City Ave. It's the today through the 15th. At participating locations, guests can select 3 appetizers from the Classic Fridays combo, 2 signature entrees, 1 dessert from Fridays Valentine's meal for 2 menu.
So if you're picking a kitschy thing for you to give to Rochelle, both of you guys to celebrate, because I love the idea of like a Chick-fil-A heart-shaped, nugget bash or whatever the hell it is. Yeah. It's kind of fun.
For Rochelle, I'd have to think about that. One of the coolest things I ever got, though, was from Marissa. And she got me the pickle bouquet, which was just awesome. You made it.
I made that.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Thanks.
And that's a really great idea. If you can take a comfort food or something like that your partner loves and make it into some type of Valentine's
I love that idea.
display, I think they'll love it. And then finally, last Valentine's product I want to mention, Ben & Jerry's bringing back their custom ice cream cakes for Valentine's Day. They're available nationwide at Ben & Jerry's scoop shops and seem to have a striking resemblance to similar cakes available at Baskin-Robbins, which drops 2 Valentine's Day cakes themselves with their vintage heart cake and vintage cherry cake.
The only scoop shop I'm aware of is in Cape May. Is there any Ben & Jerry's scoop shops around here?
Yeah, that seems a bit of a distance.
Yeah.
There used to be one at the Plymouth Meeting Mall when that was when it was vibrant and actually working. And so, Case, I don't know. Marissa's going to look it up and see if they have any locals.
There used to be one in Rittenhouse. That one has since closed. And then there used to be one in Manayunk. Is that one gone as well, too?
I think it's gone, yeah.
So the heart-shaped ice cream cakes are customizable with any flavor of their ice creams, along with a personal message, and an 8-inch round cake is $45.99. For comparison, the Baskin-Robbins cakes are priced at $23.99. Whichever you choose, it's going to be a hit for the Valentine's
Well, they
Day.
recommend you go online to find out the store that used to be near you.
Okay, right, yeah.
It looks like there's one in University City
all
on
right.
40th Street by Penn.
It's still a pain in the ass.
All right, so we'll do our first clip for this Valentine's Day edition of the Connoisseur, and we'll see if, Case, if you could...
sorry, yeah.
Wait, no, let's play that clip anyway.
Yeah.
This is from when we were with Christine and Aliana on 6ABC. They found out that Steve's anniversary is on Valentine's Day, and they said this.
Oh, happy anniversary!
That's so good.
All right, here is our first clip.
Hey, Joe. Butcher, he says that he wants 2 spaghetti speciale, heavy on the meatball.
Tony, dogs don't talk.
He's a talking to me.
Okay, he's a talking to you.
And that's not stereotype.
Not at all. It's an older movie, if you can guess. All right, 610-660-9333 is the number. Casey?
Yeah.
Let's do it. We're diving right into the fast food roundup, my friend. Sometimes I have 1 or 2 stories, and sometimes I have several of them. Today is one of those days where I have several fast food stories to share with you. We'll start with this one. At Wendy's, you can treat yourself starting on the 15th because they are turning Singles Awareness Day into a delicious excuse to fly solo. So the 15th is considered Singles Awareness Day, and for 1 day only, you can snag a Dave's single cheeseburger for just $1 with any additional purchase when you order through the chain's app or website.
That's pretty good.
Participating locations, yeah. So considering the classic quarter pounder with American cheese, lettuce, tomato, pickle, onion, ketchup, and mayo usually costs more than $5, this is a big deal for your post-Valentine's Day plans. Taco Bell has a new addition to menus with the introduction of chips and nacho supreme dip available at participating Taco Bell locations. The dip features seasoned beef layered with nacho cheese sauce, 3 cheese blend, reduced fat sour cream, and pico de gallo.
I love reduced fat sour cream.
Yeah, it's all to make it healthy.
With 9 cheeses and reduced fat sour cream.
Use Greek yogurt.
And it's also served with crunchy tortilla chips for dipping or scooping, and it's priced at $2.49. That's pretty cheap. Prices may vary. 360 calories for that, by the way.
Bad.
I don't know how big the serving size is. The Shamrock Shake is heading back to McDonald's starting on next Tuesday.
Oh, that's right. We're closing in on St. Patrick's Day.
Yep. The seasonal treat, of course, has vanilla soft serve with minty green syrup and whipped topping, a tradition that dates back to 1970.
I think I'm curious if that is the most popular special menu item in their pantheon of menu items. I know the McRib looms large.
But it's the most regular.
It's the most regular.
And how long does it last? About a month? Maybe longer?
Yeah, roughly that. Maybe a tad bit longer. And, of course, its origins come with the Ronald McDonald House here in Philadelphia, which is cool.
Haven't had one in a while, though.
Long time.
Yeah.
Joining it again this year is the Oreo Shamrock McFlurry, which is packed with the same mint flavor, plus cookie pieces in there, too. Let's see. Chick-fil-A. All right, so they're in the news because Dating News polled 1,500 people between the ages of 18 and 61 who were actively dating to get their thoughts on the dinner deal breakers for first dates. And while traditional types might not be willing to go the nuggets and fries route, a lot of singles are fine with a casual, affordable option as a first date. So we're talking about fast food as a first date. And the top pick for that is Chick-fil-A. So
Chick-fil-A!
If you are going to go with a first date,
that's pretty wild.
At a fast food restaurant, the preferred is Chick-fil-A. 1 in 5 singles choose it as their ideal date location. Raising Cane's and In-N-Out Burger tied for second place.
That's pretty wild.
Followed by Culver's, which I'm really not familiar with.
Yeah, that's more of like a Midwest thing. I did end up trying it because somebody was going crazy over those cheese curds that they have. I thought they were okay.
I remember when you were taking your cross-country trip, you guys stopped by there.
Well, no, I did it when I was in maybe. No.
You went up to visit your daughter, right?
In Detroit. That's when I tried it. I will say the burger was damn good. But the cheese curds,
not what they were.
Not my thing.
And third on this list was Pizza Hut. Yeah. So if you're considering that as a first date. All right, so I saw this, and I threw this into the fast food portion of the Connoisseur. America's best and worst burgers have been revealed by food aficionados, and it's analysis from the website Tasting Table. They reviewed Reddit commentary alongside their own firsthand experiences to rank 21 popular American burger chains.
It's funny, these kind of lists roll out every couple of months.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. So this is, I found this one kind of interesting because they have the worst on here. Coming in dead last is Jack in the Box. Now, we don't have any of those in our area. I always liked Jack in the Box.
So did I.
Now, take this with a grain of salt, too, because wait till you hear the second to last one, okay? But by the way, Jack in the Box, they said, condemned for what reviewers described as a long litany of sins, including greasy patties, soggy buns, high prices, and an overzealous hand with the mayonnaise.
That's what I'm looking for.
Well, here in second place, White Castle.
What?
Oh.
Faulted for its unappetizingly soggy buns and issue blamed on excessively greasy patties. That's what makes them great.
They're sliders.
Yeah, exactly.
They're supposed to be that way.
Yeah. Given the chain's long-standing reputation as unhealthy, low-quality option, the judging panel noted that the result should come as no surprise. That said, they conceded that what White Castle lacks in quality, it compensates for in character, describing it as a pop culture icon sustained by its character rather than by the quality of its food.
We used to call White Castle belly bombers.
One rung above White Castle at number 19 is Burger King.
No.
Reviewers noted that more often than not, Burger King's burgers are dry and overcooked, a key reason the chain languishes near the bottom of the list. Concerns about beef quality further dragged down its score. Now, at the opposite end of the spectrum, the top spot was for In-N-Out Burger. I have had In-N-Out burgers, and they're really, really good. They're really, they're great. They don't blow me away, but they're really, really
You're
good.
You're a Shake Shack guy, right?
Yeah. So the judges added that we believe this place is the best because it's the real deal.
Is it just fast or is it fast casual as well? Because Shake Shack is not fast.
Well,
it doesn't have a drive-thru.
It just says, Casey, I don't know how
the hell is
quantify
going
this. So
on?
It just says the best and worst burgers. It says burger chains.
Okay.
So
because I'm telling you, Smash Burger for me is pound for pound the best.
Okay.
It is, and I will go there. And maybe I should go there today.
Maybe I'll go today.
It's been a hot minute since I've gone, but you just get a plain double cheeseburger. You don't need anything else on it.
Second place went to Five Guys.
Okay.
Which is lauded for its high-quality beef served fresh and never frozen.
And you also know where the potatoes come from.
Exactly. But that's my second place. For me, it is Smashburger first. It used to be Five Guys first.
So-
and then Smashburger just...
One of the
took
great
over.
joys of the Cardboard Classic is the hotel we end up staying in is in the same parking lot as Five Guys.
Judges described its burgers as among the tastiest of all the fast food burger chains on the list, noting that they don't even need sauces or fancy toppings to stand out. Although I do like their house sauce, whatever it is they use. Thanks to its careful attention to ingredients, Five Guys is also credited with a strong food safety track record. And third place, Shake Shack. What sets that chain apart, the judges said, is the use of Martin's famous potato rolls, premium buns prized for their soft, slightly sweet flavor, and resilient, pillowy texture that holds up well against grease. Shake Shack also scored points for restraint, avoiding excessive greasiness, and for its high-quality beef sourced from renowned New Jersey butcher Pat LaFrida. Despite being one of the world's most recognizable burger brands, McDonald's came in 17th place. And they said that the low ranking is when it comes to quality, McDonald's is not your guy. That's what they said.
Well, listen, I don't eat a lot of fast food burgers, but I certainly have eaten a fair share in my lifetime.
Yeah.
The low rating for Burger King is an insult.
Yeah.
And the McDonald's is better than that.
You guys ever had a Whataburger?
Yes.
Whataburger? Yeah.
There's none around here, right?
There are.
All right.
Yeah. I think there's one by me in kind of the Limerick area.
Okay, I just saw last night on social media that Whataburger is the only fast food restaurant that begins with a W.
What about
is-
Wendy's?
Wendy's nuts going to drag across your forehead. Boom.
What did you say?
Yeah.
I saw it on social media last night. This guy, he's on a ski lift and he's going past people. He goes, "Hey, did you know Whataburger is the only fast food chain that begins with a W?" And the guy goes, "Wendy's." He goes, "Wendy's nuts going to drag across your forehead."
Oh, Wendy's nuts.
Yeah.
Going to drag across your forehead.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. All right. So
That's not a dad joke. That's an uncle.
No.
That's an uncle joke.
That's
All
a
right.
church joke.
Marissa, there's no Whataburgers? No. Oh, you know what I'm thinking of, Casey? I'm thinking of Wayback Burger.
Oh.
That's the one that's out by me. And those are good burgers, too, by the way.
What about Was That a Burger?
How about D's Nuts Burgers?
D's Nuts Burger.
All right, here is our clip. Let's see if somebody can identify it.
Hey, Joe. Butcher, he says he wants two spaghetti speciale, heavy on the meatball.
Tony, dogs don't talk.
He's a talking to me.
Okay, he's talking to you.
Dude.
He's a talker to me. By the way, they're dogs. Just to give them thirds.
Let's go to Vincent. Hi, Vincent. Good morning.
Morning.
All right, Vincent. I didn't know you had that, Casey.
Vincent.
All right, Vincent, what movie is that from?
Lady in the Train.
Yeah. Classic. Yep. Hang on a second. We're going to give you a $50 Acme Markets gift card. Congratulations to you, my friend. Let's tee up the next clip, and this is it.
I wish I ate meat. Mary had a little lamb. You have to take it away before I gag.
All right, 610-660-9333. Call if you know what movie that is from. Order up. The Chocolate Expo is returning to New Jersey.
I like that.
The New Jersey Convention and Exposition Center. Now, it's in Edison, New Jersey, so a little bit of a drive.
Yeah.
Saturday, March 7th and Sunday, March 8th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. There is a VIP early entry if you're going to make your way out there. There'll be about 100 vendors that will offer artisan chocolates, baked goods, specialty foods, cheeses, and wines as well. You can expect truffles, fudge, chocolate-covered fruit, and bean-to-bar creations, along with savory snacks and specialty drinks. Celebrity guests will include Allie Mills and Olivia Diabo.
What?
Of the Wonder Years, who will appear in a 1 p.m. panel discussion each day. Julie Dawn Cole, Paris Thiemann, and Rusty Goff from the original, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
There you go.
So
That
some of the
makes more
kids
sense,
from Willy
yeah.
Wonka, that's really cool. So they're doing a 2 p.m. panel. Autographs and selfies are available for an additional fee as well.
Why the Wonder Years cast members?
Yeah, I don't know.
What's that about?
Not sure. Family activities include face painting, balloon twisting, scavenger hunt, live demonstrations. Balloon artist Robbie Furman will create sculptures inspired by Willy Wonka and the Wonder Years.
There we go.
As well. So he's going to be making those out of balloons.
I wonder if it'll be as exciting as that Willy Wonka exhibit that they had in Scotland. That
that was fun.
That was hilarious.
Now this will be the real deal. So this is loaded with chocolate, by the way. And if you've ever been to a big chocolate event, it's you get burned out on chocolate very quickly.
Yeah, quickly. What you do, you go and you bring a container and you grab up a lot. That's what you do because you're gonna pass out quickly if you overload on chocolate.
Marissa, scroll back down, by the way. So those characters, the actors in that that I mentioned, no, go back up, please. A little bit. Yep. We have Julie Dawn Cole played Veruca Salt. Paris Themin played Mike TV. And Rusty Goff was one of the Oompa Loompas.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so they're going to be there for that event. But yeah, I assume maybe if you are really, 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 a diehard chocolate fanatic, then maybe you can handle it for hours at end.
It's probably like a wine tasting, where you take a little bit. Yeah,
little samples.
You're not going to be socking back full bars.
General admission's $20 for adults, and there's some VIP passes and stuff like that. And so it's, like I said, it's March 7th through the 8th at the New Jersey Convention and Exposition Center. It's the Chocolate Expo if you are a chocolate fanatic. All right, let's see if you can identify this clip.
I wish I ate meat. Mary had a little lamb. You have to take it away before I gag.
All right, we're going to go to Kelsey, looking for the answer to this. Hi, Kelsey. Morning.
Hi, good morning.
All right, Kelsey, can you name that movie?
Yeah, it's How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Correct.
Nice.
And we are going to give you, hang on, that $50 Acme Markets gift card. Hungry and in a hurry. You got to try Acme's Flash Grocery Delivery, and it gets you fresh groceries in 30 minutes or less. All right, here is another food or drink-related movie clip for the Connoisseur. Let's see if you know what it's from.
Sorry I'm late.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, dude.
Oh, here you are.
Oh, well, thank you.
Love to talk.
Oh,
You're welcome in Danish.
oh, thanks.
This looks great. You're your whiz at the barbecue, Dad.
All right, 610-660-9333. Order up. So this is another list, another ranking, but it's all about pizza. And it's worldwide. This is from Time Out. Their international network of editors and writers had the pleasure of sampling some of the world's most popular pizza joints around the world. And they tried all kinds of varieties from New York style to Detroit style and Neapolitan style to find their favorites. And what they found is that New York City has earned back the title of pizza capital of the world.
Yeah. I can. I mean, listen, there's a ton of great pizza up there. Is it the same place from last year?
Let me see here.
The returning champs?
They were not number one last year.
All right.
But I think it's the same place that's been on the list before. So I've never delved into New York pizza. I don't know what the big deal is.
Just the basic pizza. The same way like with the New York bagels. I think there's something, maybe it's in the water, maybe it's in the dough, maybe it's whatever. But
I mean, you need to go to a pizzeria, right?
Let me tell you something. Yes, the pizza places down here are awesome as well, as every bit as competitive.
I think, the pizza game here in the Philadelphia area it was solid, and has gotten more solid.
Solid-a-dur.
And then, I mean, pizza for the longest time for me was just kind of like pizza. And then, I don't know who for me kind of like, changed things around here, but like that, you can get some really
It's a man with a guitar.
Decent pizza in the burbs. In fact, a place right around the corner from here.
In fact, you're going to get some today.
It literally just opened up across the street from the Mini dealership. It used to be it used to be called Evo's, and now I think it's called Classic. But
all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you can get like every kind of pizza. You can get Detroit style, you can get thin crust. Like we have it all here.
Yeah. So the place in New York is the Manhattan chain Mama's 2. So that's been named the best pizza in the world, according to this. Critics chose their cacio e pepe slice as the best of the best, which the food editor describes as a square that was quite literally hiding under a snowstorm of pecorino and Parmigiano Reggiano shreds. So lots of cheese on it.
Yeah.
Number 2 is in Rome. It's 180 Grammy Pizzeria, Romana. Short Road Pizza in London is number 3. 4 is Pizzeria di Attilo in Naples, Italy. Number 5 is Pizza Marumo in Tokyo, Japan.
There you go.
Kind of interesting. Then you have Little Kitchener's Pizzeria in Johannesburg, South Africa as number 6. So they really did the full.
Yeah. Anything in Philly? Anything in
No,
PA?
no. In fact, the only thing in the United States is the one in New York. Then number 7 is Severino's in Edinburgh, Scotland.
What?
You have Cali's in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Number 9 is Boldaria in Madrid, in España.
Yes.
And then number 10 is Bella Bruta, and that's in Sydney, Australia.
It's a wide smattering of locations. Now, my wife contends that the best pizza she's ever had was in Rome.
Okay.
Yeah, as you would hope, right?
Listen, and being in that environment is going to affect your flavor, but your taste buds as well. I think
outside the Coliseum.
Yes, I've had local. I've had cuisines in the environment where they were created, and it's like, this really tastes great.
We were in Rome with a woman who lived in Rome, and she shared this hot take that they always have fresh pizza in the back. Just ask for it.
Oh, really?
And you might have to wait a few minutes, but you get fresh right out of the oven, delicious pizza. And they cut it with scissors. And it's those long pieces.
Oh, I
that's
didn't
like the
realize
traditional Roman pizza.
Not a bandsaw?
Not a bandsaw, no, yeah.
Interesting. All right, let's identify this clip. All right, right here.
Sorry I'm late.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, dude.
Oh, here you are.
Oh, well, thank you.
Let's talk. You're welcome in Danish.
Oh, thanks.
This looks great. Hear you're a whiz at the barbecue, Dad.
All right, we're going to go to Melissa to get the answer. Hi, Melissa. Good morning to you.
Good morning, guys.
All right,
Chicken pot. Bye.
Perfect for the connoisseur. And what movie is that from?
That is from Father of the Bride.
One moment, Melissa. A $50 Acme Markets gift card for you, my friend. So enjoy Acme, fresh foods, local flavors. And, of course, they have their flash grocery delivery pickup. Get you fresh groceries in 30 minutes or less. All right, we have, 2 more to play. Let's get this next one to see if you know what this is from.
Creme brulee can never be Jell-O. You could never be Jell-O.
You have to be Jell-O.
You're never gonna be Jell-O.
610-660-9333. Order up. All right, I saw this story, last second edition this morning that I came across. IKEA has quietly dropped a hot dog. Now, it's only in the United Arab Emirates right now, but it's less like a snack and more like a statement. It is dubbed the half-meter dog. It is a 20-inch long Frankfurter that is now being served at IKEA locations in the United Arab Emirates, and you have to see the picture of this thing. They don't have a bun that's big enough
It's
for
big
this
enough
thing
to
fit on.
accommodate.
It is massive, and it's about $5.17. It's actually pretty reasonable. It's oversized, and it's already sparking chatter online for obvious reasons.
It's like 18 inches?
It's 20 inches.
Oh, 20 inches.
Yeah, it's a 20-inch Frankfurter.
I've had them where they extend out past the bun. I think you need a bun to beef ratio.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's the way that thing works.
They've never gotten the bun to beef ratio right. It seems like even like the regular standard size hot dogs is not the same size as a bun. I went to Costco last week, got myself it's a great deal. I think it's like $1.50, and you get a hot dog and a soda.
Not bad.
I mean, and it's almost a foot long, but even that hot dog is not quite the size of the bun.
So I have a a hot dog and bun story. My sister and I went to Austria a long time ago, and we were doing the Sound of Music tour, and so it's a bus tour, and we get off, and there's a chance for you to go grab a quick bite to eat, and it was just some roadside place. And so I go to get a hot dog, or Frankfurters there, and it was just the Frank.
What?
That's it.
No bread?
No bun. No bun at all.
Outlandish.
You just pick it up with your fingers, and I'm like, you got any mustard or anything like that? Which they did, and so I was, dipping it in mustard, but that was it. I'd never ordered, I'd never gotten
I would have
just
stormed out of the place.
a dog like that. Well, I was in a foreign land.
And also you were Sound of Music.
I was in a good mood.
Swept up.
And everything. But, Case, you need some bread.
I need something. And
bun to meat ratio.
Yeah, but
it's got to be on point.
Yeah, for as much as I love a hot dog, I couldn't eat it that way. Yeah, I need something.
I mean, I did. I was hungry.
Yeah.
It can be done.
Yeah.
But preferred to have
what am I, a barbarian?
Yeah. When I was a kid, I regularly would use sandwich bread. I don't know if you guys
if you
did.
got to do it, you got to do it.
Which makes me love the split top buns.
New England
I was
style.
going
New
to
England
ask.
style, yeah.
I have a love-hate relationship
Agreed.
with those. The split top is interesting, but the sometimes the dog is too big and it opens up the bun too wide.
Yeah.
And will also
close it.
split all the way through the other side. And then now I got a sandwich.
That's obscene.
Yeah.
That is obscene.
And some people will argue that a hot dog is a sandwich. I don't even know.
No, but a manwich is a meal.
But yeah, Marissa. Now for they're traditionally they use that with the lobster roll,
yep.
and I get that.
So my go-to is always a potato roll. I love a potato roll. Grew up on those, love those. But I think I like a split top because it's unique and you don't get them very often.
Correct. I just sort of have a nostalgic feel when it comes to the split top because we used to go to Howard Johnson's when I was a little kid.
Okay.
And that's how they served their hot dogs in a New England style bun. I wonder if Howard Johnson started in New England. I have no idea, but that was their standard bun.
One of the things I like about a Chicago dog is that it's on a poppy seed roll.
That's interesting.
Poppy seed hot dog roll, and it is poppy seeds. And I'm trying to think if I've ever had a sesame seeded hot dog roll. I think that would be pretty decent.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of sesame seeds. I have a friend who had diverticulitis, and he's got to stay away from sesame seeds.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, man.
Tons of damage.
Yeah, seeds can cause you a lot of pain. Marissa just pulled up. Yeah, it looks like they have premium pub hot dog buns with sesame seeds on them. I'm going to do that. That's how you step up your game a little bit right there, folks.
Enter a new level. You know what's also pretty rocking? The pizza roll. The pretzel roll.
Hot
dog.
Dog. Dude. Oh, yes. Thank you for mentioning that. Something for you to try. Hawaiian King slider pretzel buns.
Oh, that I haven't seen.
So they're not only just pretzel, but they've got that Hawaiian sweetness to them.
Well, that's cool.
So Rochelle bought some of those not too long ago, and I was like, I just took one out and I tried it with nothing, just as the bread. Dude, I could eat it just like that. They are really, really good. So give those a try if you get a chance.
Very nice.
All right.
I'm right. I didn't say this out loud, but I thought it. Costco's hot dogs come on a sesame seeded bun.
Oh, no kidding.
I do too.
How about that? You come on a sesame seeded bun?
Occasionally.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
All right, for now,
disgusting but delicious?
Well, maybe to some people, yeah.
Well, not anymore. You don't have to worry about that.
The half-meter hot dog appears to be exclusively in the UAE with no word on whether it will be rolling out globally. But if history has taught us anything, that's, when a food item captures the internet attention, it's probably going to make its way around. So I think that maybe that will come to an IKEA near us down the road. But it's huge. It's a 20-inch long hot dog, essentially. All right, we're going to try to get a winner. Let's see if you can identify this clip.
Creme brulee can never be Jell-O. You could never be Jell-O.
Have to be Jell-O.
You're never gonna be Jell-O.
All right, I'm going to go to Leanne. Hi there, Leanne.
Hi, how are you guys?
We're doing wonderful. Do you know what movie that's from?
Yes, that was Julia Roberts in My Best Friend's Wedding.
Yeah. Yes. Yep. Hold on a second. Is she talking to Cameron Diaz in that
Yes,
clip?
I believe so.
All right, Leanne, we're going to give you that $50 gift card from our friends at Acme Grocery. All right, we have one more clip to play, and here it is.
Waiter, I'll begin with a house salad, but I don't want the regular dressing. I'll have the balsamic vinegar and oil, but on the side. And then the salmon with the mustard sauce, but I want the mustard sauce on the side. On the side is a very big thing for you.
Well, I just want it the way I want it.
I know. High maintenance.
All right, 610-660-9333 is the number. Call now. All right, Order up. Let's see. I'm going to go back to a chocolate story. The Hershey Company is getting into the Olympic spirit, and they're releasing the limited edition milk chocolate medals that look ready for the podium. They're embossed and wrapped in shiny gold foil.
So, I love this concept. I always loved the gold coin chocolate when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's not great chocolate, but it's fun to open it up and, so as a Team USA sponsor, the brand is letting fans celebrate from their couches with the treats dropping on TikTok Shop this week and at the Hershey store on Saturday, February 14th at 8 a.m. So at the Hershey store, I don't know what that means, the Hershey store.
Are they talking about at Hershey itself?
I'm wondering. I'm sure you can get them there.
Yeah,
you can get everything Hershey there, but maybe like, Times Square has a Hershey
retail
store. They have like a big M&M store and stuff like that. So I'm not really sure.
It looks like there might be a couple. One in Vegas, Niagara Falls.
Yeah, maybe
it's a little bit of a haul.
Tourist traps.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We'll go to Hershey's.
So the Hershey store, it's coming out tomorrow at 8 a.m. And it's not just edible either, since Snapchat lenses and TikTok effects will unlock digital versions so people can celebrate their own personal victories. So I guess maybe if you buy this and it's got a filter it can use, and maybe you're up on a podium. I don't know what that means. How that kind of
it's a nice little plus.
Play around with that.
I just want the chocolate.
I thought that was kind of fun. So, one more. Yeah, Marissa. Well, hang on a second. What time is it? We go do? Can we do an encore, or we got to wrap up?
Yeah.
All right. Not yet. I got to get a winner for this, but let's see if we can identify this movie.
Waiter, I'll begin with the house salad, but I don't want the regular dressing. I'll have the balsamic vinegar and oil, but on the side. And then the salmon with the mustard sauce, but I want the mustard sauce on the side. On the side is a very big thing for you.
Well, I just want it the way I want it.
I know. High maintenance.
All right, we're going to Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, what's that movie?
When Harry Met Sally.
Of course. Yep. All right, you get the last $50 Acme Markets gift card. And don't forget Acme, fresh foods, local flavors, and their flash grocery delivery or pickup get you fresh groceries in 30 minutes or less. We got time for one more. It is the Connoisseur Encore with...
For tasting more, it's Encore.
Marissa Magnata.
For tasting more, it's Encore.
All right, Marissa.
All right, you kind of touched on it earlier with those pickle bouquets, and there are a lot of trends out there with some really fun bouquets, and I think these are a really great idea because, flowers are pretty and they last, but bouquets with food are yummy. So there's a couple that are available around. Fox & Sons, which is boardwalk style eats in Reading Terminal Market, happens to also be 100% gluten-free. They are making a corn dog bouquet.
Oh, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, man.
Then we have Sweet Talk Cafe in New Jersey in Washington Township. They are making sugar cookie bouquets with, the fun ones with the icing on it that have writing. They posted a photo yesterday. They have lots to pick up. Tres Fiores in Old City is gluten-free organic cupcakes that are too beautiful to eat. They are making some cupcake bouquets. You can reach out to all of these people, usually on Instagram or Facebook is a great place. El Mercury Cafe, Central American street food and churros, located in Rittenhouse and Reading Terminal Market. They are making churro bouquets.
Oh, yes.
La Madame Biscuit Cookies, which is a family-owned biscuit cookie shop in Bethlehem, is making cookie bouquets as well, but more of the traditional chocolate chip cookies and things from their cupboard. And then we have Lou's Farm Mart in Bensalem. It's Bensalem's finest farm mart. They're making pickle bouquets that you can get. You can pick some of those up.
We were just in Bensalem.
Yeah, we should have gotten some at Lou's yesterday. I do have to shout out Philly Cheesecake Lady in Jenkintown. She's making cheesecake stuffed strawberries. If you've ever had the snack, it is delicious. I saw those and I had to give that a shout out. But for anyone who's feeling a little creative, you can also make your own bouquets.
Yeah.
Whatever you can find that will stay on a skewer, just stick a skewer in it, put a bunch of them together, get some tissue paper, wrap it around. I saw a Taco Bell one on the internet yesterday. Just get some tacos and stick skewers in them and wrap it up.
You could do a nugget bouquet.
There you go.
Yeah.
Pretzel nuggets.
Yeah.
Doves.
That's a good idea.
The chocolate or the bird?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I was thinking the bird.
Yeah.
No, where do you get skewers? Where can you get skewers in a pinch?
Grocery
right,
store.
Grocery store,
Yeah.
right in the cooking utensils aisle.
Where are your skewers?
Your skewer section, please.
Yeah, or go to Michael's and get lollipop sticks, whatever you want. You can make your own. Just remember to get your loved one a gift, whether
Excellent.
it's a boy or girl, whoever your partner is.
And if you need these ideas and you get a chance to write that down, just download our podcast, or you can follow along our stream on YouTube later on today to get those ideas and whip them up. All good to go.
Some damn good ideas.
Absolutely. And that's the Connoisseur, folks. For today, we got to wrap this thing up. We got a lot of stuff taking place on the program today, including live music this morning from Des Rocs, who will be in our studio around 9 o'clock. Very much looking forward to that. And Caleb McLaughlin, who played Lucas on Stranger Things, will be joining us as well. We'll be back in a moment. Make sure you stay put.
Preston and Steve. Preston and Steve's Cardboard Classic is back Friday, March 6th at Montage Mountain. Register your sled by February 27th. You could score $1,000 for Best Design or Best Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey themed sled. $500 from Pro Team Collision for Preston and Steve's favorite fail. $200 for the fastest, and even beer for a year and Snow League merch from Pacifico. And when the classic ends, Mountain Fest at Montage begins with the M80s live. Then buy your ticket and stick around for a Saturday double bill with Sugar Ray and Wheatus. For complete details, head to WMMR.com. Preston and Steve's Cardboard Classic from 93.3 WMMR. Everything that rocks. The only place to get authentic MMR gear is at our new and improved rock shop at WMMR.com. Like the latest from the Preston and Steve Show, Cardboard Classic merch. It's a cardboard thing. Look, if you know, you know. If you don't know, well, find out now so you can be in the know. Order at WMMR.com by this Monday at noon, and you'll have it in time for the big event at Montage. Show the world you're a proud member of the MMR family. From 93.3 WMMR, everything that rocks.
In a kid's, playhouse. Completely hunched over and so on. I would love to meet him sometime.
Yeah.
He's just, he's a class act.
For sure.
And just one of the all-time greats.
I stood next to him at a bar in Philly, and actually Matt Cord introduced me to him. And Nick, I shook his hand, and that was literally, I think that's the one thing I remember is how giant his hand was, and it's just like, it's just like another world. Like, I couldn't believe it.
All right, let me go to Lewis here. Hey, Lewis, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, the Philly sports movie yet to be made.
I think Concrete Charlie, so Chuck Penderek from the Eagles. I mean, he's 40 years before my time, but every thing I've read about him and watched about him, just
you're nodding. Casey's nodding.
Yeah, I mean, and also like he's one of the most iconic pictures in Philadelphia sports history as well. Him standing over, was it Len Dawson?
Frank Gifford.
Frank Gifford.
Yeah, just lays this guy out, and he's just standing over him like he's just, standing over a dead body.
Wow. Yeah, we're looking at that picture. Not growing up here, I'm not familiar with that, but that looks, yes.
By the way, look at how ripped up the field is.
Oh, yeah.
Is that Franklin Field? It's got to be, right? And so, yeah, he won the championship in 1960, and then I don't know if he also won in 48, but yeah, for the long time, that was the only championship that the Eagles had, or the most recent, until they won the Super Bowl in 2017.
Wow.
I think maybe a story of the making of Buddies Watching You.
That'd be great. The composing, the long late night songwriting sessions.
By the way, I didn't go through the three worst movies on Mike's list here. So the three worst Philly sports movies, and then we're going to have to take a break. Stealing Home with Mark Harmon. It was in the 1980s. Played Billy Wyatt, once a hot prospect for the Phillies who had fallen on hard times, has to figure out what to do with the ashes of his late friend / first love, played by Jodie Foster. Lots of shots at Chestnut Hill and a ridiculous scene set in Vet Stadium, he says. But other than that, for the local nostalgia, Stealing Home isn't worth a rewatch. It's, in fact, it's trite. He said Roger Ebert wrote that he, quote, left the screening wondering if any movie could possibly be that bad.
It was on the heels of like Bull Durham and The Natural and other great baseball movies, and it just did not live up.
Okay. How about a movie called Pride?
Oh, yeah.
This movie aspires to be Remember the Titans for swimming. and fails for being too formulaic. Amid racism in the 1970s, Philadelphia Rec Center coach refurbishes an old pool, teaches several black kids to swim, and leads them into a big meet. The acting is overwrought, the characters are one-dimensional, and the script lacks any complexity or nuance. Never saw it, don't know.
No, not familiar.
And then the last one he mentioned, worst movie in Philadelphia, Rocky V.
I think
that's where we get Rantlers and the whole up on the roof thing. That's from Rocky V.
It really is. Because, listen, because you compare it to the genius of Rocky and Rocky Balboa and all the stuff we love about Stallone, that attempt, that as Nick pointed out, that first swipe at a Rocky Balboa type story was so bad.
We need to go through that movie. I'll bet you there's some other gems we could.
Oh my God!
We have only scratched the surface, and that's the reindeer on the roof thing. The Rantlers.
Can we play the whole Rantlers clip?
Do we have that whole thing? He's gonna have to.
Sorry.
No, we got it.
Dig that up, but
we forgot about Mighty Max.
Oh yeah,
yes, you were in Mighty Max, right?
Yeah,
Star.
What was that the flight attendant? I think it was.
You were the hooker.
You were the hooker.
So many roles.
I know, but I've had so many roles. You think I can remember all of them? God.
Was that a basketball movie?
Yeah. Immaculata College.
Yes.
Okay.
The women.
Stop the press. I can't believe it. Just come up on the roof, will you? He just landed there and crashed. And who do you think it is?
Do I hear reindeer on my roof?
You know, Rantlers, unbelievable. It's like $1 billion. Whoa! Come on, look who's here. You know this guy. He's gonna be next Christmas before he gets down. Hey, they put it together for Santa. Hey!
Merry Xmas, yo.
Hey, I don't think you got it right, Santa. No. It's ho, ho, ho.
I need you to stop talking.
I've said this many times.
It's
Shut up, man. You're gonna try to Santa Claus.
So
that was the best take.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
There were other takes that weren't as good.
Let's watch it on playback. Perfect.
That's the one they went with. All right. Well, anyhow, interesting. But this movie, Hustle, looks pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I don't know any feedback. We do have that screening tonight. We'll do a couple more movie passes in a little while to give away. I'm going to hang on to those. What I need to give away now as we take a break are some passes to our sorority party at Parks Casino next Wednesday. Ladies, we want to welcome you to the fold of Zeta Eta Pi. We have not had one of these in years now.
Years.
And it is time to get you on board for this event. And our activity this time around, we're going to square dance. Just like we did in high school junior high. You know what? I actually did do it in high school, too.
I'll guarantee you a lot of the people that'll attend have never done it. That's fine. It's a stupid, fun activity.
Yes. And it's next Wednesday, so it's rapidly approaching. Bill, I'm going to take 10 callers right now. 215-263-WMMR is the number. And you need to be ladies, you need to be female and able to join us 21 and over only at Parks next Wednesday. And we'll set you up with a free drink, and we got a free happy hour buffet. You can bring a friend, ladies only, invitation only event, 215-263-WMMR. Call only if you can go. We're going to be back in just a moment. B-File up next. Stay with us. Clearview Regional High School, Mullick Hill, New Jersey. You're up next for Coolest Teacher. You, and then we choose one more tomorrow, and then we're done. So make sure that you do vote. Take advantage of this. It's a way to let your teachers know that you care about them and you thank them for what they've done for you. So just text word teacher to 39333. And if you go to Clearview, make sure you let the faculty know that we are doing this. One of the more frustrating things that can happen to you as an individual is in a moment when you're trying to tell someone about something and there's a word that you just can't remember. And you start flipping through the card catalog in your mind.
The inability to articulate.
You just can't find it. You know what you're talking about. You know what you want to express, but that actual word doesn't come to you. So on occasion, you will find a suitable replacement that you feel will get the job done.
You rig something together.
Yep.
In your mind that makes sense to you.
And sometimes it sounds ridiculous. So I found a list that is titled Times That People Failed to Remember What a Simple Thing Is Called, so they came up with the most hilarious new name. And feel free to share examples, because sometimes once you say these things and they get out there, it becomes, like what your friends will bust your balls over or something like that. So 215-263-WMMR. So I have examples of these. I can't think of anyone's personally, but maybe I will if we go through this list. But people responded, and one of them said, my boyfriend's mother once referred to a peacock as a disco chicken.
Yes.
Oh, my
She couldn't
God.
think of
Disco
the name.
chicken. Why does that sound familiar?
Disco chicken.
Disco chicken.
I don't know, but she felt that maybe the
plumage.
elaborate flowers,
Yeah.
the plumage, flowers. See, there you go. I did it.
Bird flowers.
Bird flowers.
You know the fluffy
the
bird
things,
flowers.
the bird flowers
that
on the
grow out
things.
of
That's it.
Bird.
That's exactly it.
It's a bird flower.
Yeah.
You just,
I just
you
created
said you
one.
didn't have one, and you just created a bird flower.
My dad one time was trying to say catapult, except that he said boomerang. And from there on out, every time we ever had to refer it, again, catapult's one of those words that doesn't come up nearly often enough. So it's now known in my household as a boomerang.
All right. And this isn't quite the same conversation we had a little while back about your dad. Casey,
No.
what did he say?
He said pea to meat.
Right, pea to meat. That's mispronouncing something. So this is just coming up with a completely different name.
Right.
So this respondent said, couldn't remember groomsmen, and I went with dudes maids instead.
I like dudes maids.
I like dudes
That
maids a
works.
lot, yeah.
You could use that, and someone would pick up what you were saying.
Yeah, they would know,
yeah.
right? All right, now this one I'm not so sure. So this person said, I forgot the word for exterminator, so I used ant exorcist instead.
That's not even right. I feel like an ant.
You're cleansing their souls.
Yeah.
And eradicator.
You're trying to get them out of here.
Okay.
So you're exercising them out. And another one says, my friend couldn't remember the word cow. For some reason, she Googled moo beast to remember the word cow. Moo beast.
What kind of lapse?
Oh my God.
What kind of lapse would make you forget cow?
Some kind of big brain fart. I mean, something has blocked you and you just can't recall.
Though you could remember moo, the sound they make.
Yeah. This one says, my ex called an animal shelter a cat refugee camp.
Oh, there's some people who could confuse refuge with refugee.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Another one says, to this day, most of my family refers to a strainer or colander as a noodle stay water go. Because
noodle stay and the water goes.
Yeah, my brother called it that once when he couldn't find it and needed to ask where it was. Where's the noodle stay water go thing? So that's what they refer to it. Oh my God.
I love that.
That is great. This one says, back in the 90s, I was 14. I was begging my mom to let me go to a Guns N' Roses concert. And I kept nagging until she got frustrated but couldn't remember the name of the band. And she said, I'm not letting you go to any damn Death and Flowers concert. Guns N' Roses.
Death and Flowers.
Before we do the Friday Froggy song, real quick, I did have a shout out. Oh, I know what I did with that. And even before I do the shout out here, thanks again to 320 Market Cafe for the chocolate-covered strawberries. We've been getting these for years and years. I have a tip for those who get chocolate-covered strawberries, and I just realized this. When you are about to eat your chocolate-covered strawberries, before you eat them, set them out and let them temper for at least like an hour or so.
Yeah.
When you get them right out of the fridge, if you bite into them, the chocolate crumbles and sometimes the whole thing will fall off of the strawberry.
Agreed.
If you let it sit at room temperature for a little while, as you bite into it, it is softened a little bit. It is contoured to the strawberry a little bit more, and you won't get that chunky piece falling off.
And the strawberry's juicier, too.
I agree. Mm-hmm. Little tip from your Uncle Preston.
Little things to do.
Thanks, Preston.
And you wanted to mention something about 320.
Yeah, so I picked those up yesterday from the 320 Market on Chester Road in Swarthmore, but there is another location on State Street in Media, and they sell the strawberries at both of those. And I have to go back today because my daughter, she saw the strawberries, and she's like, oh, this is great. I have a Galentines Day party that I'm doing on Sunday. And I was like, these are not for you. These are for, I let her take 6 of them. But I was like, no, these are for the show and for somebody's special wife.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's listening right now, but cat's out of the bag.
I have one just a little while ago. They're fantastic.
Oh, my God, I love them.
Thank you so much. All right, real quick, shout out. I got this email. We know and love these guys. Rob, the Disney artist here, he emailed in and said, hey, I was hoping you can give a shout out to my beautiful, strong wife, Emily Farrell. I was supposed to do this on Monday, but I just got to it for some reason. I apologize. So today, February 16th, marks our, or wait, what is today's date?
Today's
the 13th.
Yeah.
Oh, so
we're off on the 16th anyway.
We're off anyway. So, but he says Monday, February 16th marks our final round of chemotherapy after 6 nonstop months of treatment. Her doctors are extremely happy with how everything is progressing in her fight against stage 3 triple-negative breast cancer, and we're feeling hopeful and grateful. And we're hoping to make it down to Clearwater to see you guys at Coco's live broadcast next month. Love and miss you guys. Cheers. That is from Robert. So a shout out. And happy to hear that, and can't wait to see you guys in Clearwater. They come out every year.
So glad she's doing well.
And then another real quick short that says, hey, guys, I have 2 daughters, Charlotte and Catherine. Charlie, which she goes by, is 9, and Katie is 7. Katie's birthday is Friday, February 13th. All she wants is a juicy shout out. We listen every morning, and her favorite part of Friday mornings is Froggy, no sad, bro. They randomly just yell Preston and Steve like in the song. Thanks, and that is from Corey. He says, love all you guys and all you do. Keep being you. So here's that chart for you. And let's play the song for you. We're going to make it Friday. Froggy, bring it on.
WMMR presents Preston and Steve's Bizarre File.
Brought to you by Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey. They want you to screw the usual and register your nuttiest sled for the Preston and Steve Cardboard Classic. It's a chance for you to win $1,000 in cash. You can go to WMMR.com to get the details. All right, we'll start with a story about Brazil's reigning Miss Bum Bum.
Miss Bum Bum.
Carolee Chaves. She suffered frostbite on her buttocks while preparing for her debut as a carnival muse at the 2026 Sao Paulo Carnival.
It's a national tragedy.
The injury happened during at-home cryotherapy sessions that she added to her fitness routine ahead of the big event.
She wanted a frozen bum bum?
It's Chavez is her name. So Chavez used an inflatable tub filled with water and ice, but didn't monitor the temperature and stayed in too long, causing a cold burn to the area that she's most famous for.
Well, it's her bread and butter. It's her butt.
Yep. She's set to parade with the Estrela do Terceiro Malino Samba School on Saturday. No word on how the damage to her rear end will affect those plans.
What kind of concealer can you use on a frozen ass?
This is not her first mishap as well. In 2024, she ended up in the hospital after she used super glue to keep her costume in place during a carnival, and I guess she got some on her, so happened.
Stop being inventive.
All right, so a 26-year-old thief in Turkey pulled off one of the wildest jewelry heists you'll ever hear about on this past Monday. Around 4 a.m., the suspect used a stolen forklift to repeatedly ram the metal shutters of a jewelry shop and gave way. And then he grabbed about 150 grams of gold, loaded it onto a donkey that he brought along with him, and trotted off into the night.
It's a multi-step process.
And yes, he brought the donkey as a getaway vehicle.
I'll use this donkey.
The whole thing was caught on security cameras, and the footage quickly went viral. You got to see it. It's hilarious. Police tracked him down hours later and found the stolen gold that was buried in a plot of land.
Was it a high-speed pursuit?
And he is now in custody. They had to call off it. It got too dangerous. So a woman who was walking her dog in a local beauty spot thought that she had stumbled on, this is in England, on a sinister and gruesome crime scene only to find out it was a misplaced Halloween prop. The unsuspecting dog walker believed that she had found a severed human foot in a trash can on the edge of a fishing pond.
Yeah.
Andrew Pimbley, the director of the farm, told the BBC, "This was one of our feet, but we couldn't find it last year, and it somehow got somewhere else and ended up in this bag." Police said that it had received a call on Sunday and sent a patrol to Old Clatterbridge Road, only to find the item was a prosthetic limb. Pimbley said, obviously, the police officer didn't arrive and fished the foot out of the bin bag, and they realized that it was actually not a foot from an actual person, but the police officer did say that it was a very good replica of a human foot.
Garbage looks like that every once in a while from all the Halloween decorations, body parts.
He said the farm runs a pumpkin picking event at Halloween each year, so he keeps decorations and props to use in the cafe and around the site, and he said, so it's our foot, but I don't know how it managed up in that trash bag.
Wouldn't it be funny if he's actually murdering people and just using that as an excuse?
Let's go next to Florida. First responders rushed to a scene in Melbourne Beach on Monday afternoon after a manatee became stuck in a storm drain. The FWC's Manatee Rescue Unit was spotted on the scene. The Manatee Rescue Coordinator, Andy Garrett, said there may have been some warm water coming out of the culvert, or just the culvert might have had some warmth, and the animal sensed that and kind of swam in there. The FWC also announced that it was working with federal, state, and local partners to evaluate the situation and figure out the safest possible response for both the manatee and first responders. Manatees don't do very well trying to back up, they said, so it just kept going forward and into the box where it couldn't go any further. He said, we decided to, best case was to cut a hole above it and then lower a stretcher and have a team go down. The fire department felt a lot more comfortable if the area above the manatee was exposed. It wasn't as much of a confined space issue for them at that point. Crews were seen finally pulling the manatee out of the storm drain using a crane. Officials said the manatee could have been stuck in there for weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, its belly was sunken and its skin was very wrinkly. So this thing almost starved to death.
Yeah.
The animal was definitely showing signs of hypothermia, they said, so they put it in a warm pool. Seems to be active, which is a good sign. Following the rescue, it was taken to SeaWorld Orlando. SeaWorld has rescued 56 manatees in Orlando the last year and has already taken in 7 so far this year.
They're really gentle, very sweet.
They're beautiful animals.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, and then we'll do, 2 more quick stories. So a former Hudsonville high school football star named Ethan Carter, 19 years old, pleaded guilty in federal court to possession and transfer of a machine gun this week.
Oh.
Not a great start to adulthood.
Right.
Carter admitted to giving a conversion device that turns a semi-automatic gun into a machine gun to another person last June. ATF agents later found 6 more devices and a Glock with one installed at his home. Carter made headlines last July when he was shot 7 times during a gun purchase turned robbery in Birmingham, Alabama, where he was training for football at Davenport University. He faces up to 10 years in prison when he is sentenced in June. And then finally, got to end on this one. A pickleball match at Spruce Creek Country Club in Port Orange, Florida, turned into a full-blown brawl that drew a 911 call reporting about 20 people getting into the fracas.
What was the median age of the crowd?
Yeah, it's a good question. 63-year-old Anthony Sepenza.
I'm going to kick your ass.
And his 51-year-old wife, Julianne, were arrested after allegedly attacking their opponents.
I'm going to punch your pickleballs.
The fight reportedly started over a kitchen violation call and escalating insults.
That is staying within the confines of that boxed area is the kitchen, right?
Yeah, right by the net.
Yep. Anthony allegedly struck a 65-year-old opponent in the head with a pickleball paddle, causing serious bleeding near his eye, and then pushed the man's wife to the ground.
She's a whore.
Julie, on the ground, you whore.
You're shocking pickleball and your wife's a whore.
Julianne allegedly punched another victim. The couple fled, but was later arrested at their home on felony battery charges.
Listen about that whore thing.
Yeah.
I will say, though, because they play pickleball at my gym, and I see them playing all the time, and it is a sport that older people can play with younger people.
Yeah.
And like, you know, there's no, like, real domination there.
Except with the younger people.
Except with the younger people.
No,
I mean,
sometimes the older people beat the crap out of the younger people.
Yeah,
So.
it's a finesse game.
All right, and that is what we have in the bizarre file. We have breaking news.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, all right,
yes.
here we go.
This just in.
Breaking news.
Instead of a 9 o'clock performance, Des Rocs will be coming up next on the Preston and Steve Show. So Des and company arrived here early, and we love that.
Punctual rock stars?
Yeah, it's unheard of almost.
Yeah.
So it's going to be performing at the MMRBQ. Very excited to have this performance next. So we will take a break. We will come back in just a moment, and Des Rocs live in our studio. Make sure that you stay with us, my friend. And flowers. Here's a text. It says, I had a friend ask for spicy yellow mayo on his hot dog once. He meant mustard. Spicy yellow mayo. Do you have any of that spicy yellow mayo? This one says, a Polish exchange student was thirsty after a night out and didn't know what to say, so he pointed to his mouth and said, Sahara.
Okay.
Because he had a dry mouth.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Sahara. Let's see. How about...
It's amazing how the mind works that you would forget.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, wow, you'd have to be gone.
This says, a couple weeks ago, I was getting a pack of darts. I don't know why. Needed some change.
Pick up some darts on the way home.
You're probably having like a balloon race.
Maybe they're having a balloon contest.
Yeah. Are darts cigarettes?
I don't know. Needed some change for the parking meter. As the girl is getting my change out, I was panicked what it was called. My mind went blank. All I could get out of my mouth was, can I have my change in metal money instead of coins? You couldn't come up with the name
money.
Coins. Do you have metal money?
Metal money.
That's great.
Let's see. I will go next to this one. Somebody said, instead of saying reindeer once, I said Christmas llama. Another one says, my boyfriend thought I was clever when I asked what the right word for an angry... Wait. My girlfriend or my boyfriend thought I was clever when I asked what the right word for an angry parade was. It's a protest.
Oh, God, yeah.
An
angry parade.
An angry parade of people. And, let me go to Brian. Hey, Brian, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Good. Do you want to share something with us?
Yeah, so back in college, they were doing, I don't know, yard work or something on our apartment complex, and they had like tractors and like backhoe type things all around, and our one friend referred to it as like, oh, what's up with all the cranes out here?
Well, you know, there's some people with heavy machinery.
Don't know the names.
They don't know. Well, that's incorrect. A backhoe's a backhoe.
Yeah.
But
I call everything a backhoe. Like,
Do you?
I would know the difference between a backhoe and a crane, but like I
Like
don't.
a bulldozer, you call it a backhoe?
I'm like, oh, what are all those backhoes doing?
Think of the movement
Like,
of the. It's scooping.
I know, but like I don't know what the other things are, so I just call them all backhoes.
But a crane, yeah.
I would know a crane.
I would give that person a pass on that.
This one says, I can't remember who said it, but ever since I heard a person call a cupcake a party muffin, they were permanently renamed in my mind.
Love that.
I like that too. Once I had to listen to my mother tell a 10-minute story about all the honkers she saw in the park. She meant geese.
Oh, okay.
Right. Not knockers.
So she would call them honkers. Here's one that said they were in Target, and I forgot the word for insecticide or even bug spray, and so I asked an attendant for a can of bug murder.
Oh, my God.
Mom, it says, my mom once referred to Guitar Hero as carpet banjo.
All right.
I like that one. Another one says, couldn't remember the word athlete, so I went with sportican.
Couldn't remember athlete.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, listen, it's a common word that will escape you,
right?
And it happens. In fact, this one said, I forgot the word for pants, and so I called them long-sleeved shorts.
Oh, yeah.
When this
we did growing up, they were long-sleeve shorts.
Really?
Yeah, it's the exact same
it's
terminology.
usually you're doing something like, you know, and you're trying,
And by the way,
that's where these words are born.
I've often posited that when you can't think of a word, that is contagious. That can be like, if I can't think of a word
you
and
can cause other people to forget the word.
Yeah, I don't know why that is.
Yep.
And there is there a word that anytime you try to say it, you forget what it is?
Well, you know what?
A word that eludes you because I have one and I'm trying to think of what that actual word is.
What is it?
So Okay, because I would often say this because, when I would drink, I would get out of control.
Right.
And I have my best friend never did. So he always had the ability to control it. And there's this word, and every single time I talk to him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Moderation.
Oh, you can
moderation.
You can never think of the word moderation.
Think of the word moderation.
Okay.
Every single time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything in moderation.
It's one of those things you just have a hard time recalling.
Right.
For whatever reason. Okay.
You know what happens? People will make me forget actors or things that they're trying to remember. If they try to remember a name, who is that person? Now, if they didn't seem to be forgetting it, I would probably remember it much quicker. But there is a level of contagiousness involved with that.
There was 3 different conversations that Chuck and I were having, and he couldn't remember the word hipster. And all 3 conversations, we sat there for like a half an hour.
Right.
Could not remember. And even after the first one, we knew that it was hipster, but we couldn't remember the term hipster. And I actually just listened to I love Gary Goldman, and he had an album come out in 2016. And he's got a whole bit about synonyms because he had a friend who was telling him about a documentary about Hitler. And the word that she was searching for was atrocities. But she didn't come up with atrocities. She called them shenanigans.
Okay.
Hitler's shenanigans.
Here's a text that says, my son's friend didn't know the word for tank top, so he called them hot shirts.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Another one says, my son calls the aquarium a fish zoo.
Okay.
There's a difference between a little kid name and you just not being able to remember it, and you all of a sudden give it another name. I'm going to go to Joe. Hi, Joe. You're on the air. Good morning.
Hey, Gadzooks.
Hey, Gadzooks, buddy. What's up?
So years ago, when my oldest daughter, when she was smaller, we were driving past the farm, and I was like, "Look, it's and then I said, "It's a moo-moo," and she goes, "You mean cow?"
The kid knew right away.
What's even funnier is the fact that later, if we've done it for so many years, that my younger daughter goes into school. And they said, "What's this?" And they picture of a cow, and she goes, "It's a moo-moo."
Yep.
And they're like, "It's a cow." She goes, "No, it's a moo-moo."
It becomes
moo-moo. She never realized cow, it was actually named cow.
It becomes part of the modified vocabulary. I remember us calling them moo-moos for the longest time. Yeah.
Let me go next to, where is this? Oh, yeah, it's Mike we're going to go to. Hey, Mike, good morning.
Oh, my balls.
Oh, my balls.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, first thing, Preston, congratulations on 50,000.
Hey, how about it?
Way to go.
Oh, my balls. And I was one of those 50,000.
You're in for some real entertainment, my man. Thank you for following. What's up?
All right, so my son, he's 16. When he went to daycare, she got paid every Friday. Some days we'd give her a check, some days we'd give her cash. And one day we forgot. So she said, "Hey, tell your parents, remember to pay me." My son goes, "Oh, yeah. You like the paper monies, not the little round ones."
The little round
coins.
The little round ones have been a thing with us forever since then.
So you've used that. Yep, I love it. It's like the metal money.
It's funny because kids are obviously prone to do that because they're building their vocabularies at that point. But when you're an adult and you call it a moo-moo.
Yep, that's a different story. So let me go to Dylan. Hey, Dylan, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Sorry to bother you guys at work.
It's okay.
No, we want it. What's up, bud?
So I was camping with my girlfriend, and we walked past this little pond, and I go, "Look at that dove goose." And she's like, "What?" And I'm like, "That, classy duck." It was a swan.
It was a swan.
A dove goose.
Classy duck. Or dove goose. You just couldn't come up with the name swan. I love it. All right. Thank you, Dylan.
Thank you.
Appreciate
What an
it.
elegant dove goose.
Stop looking at me, classy duck. All right. I was looking for that. Stop looking at me, swan.
I got you.
All right. Thank you.
I've been in it.
That's like a go-to for you.
Stop looking at me, Swan.
All right, let's see. This says, growing up, we had a piece of furniture that we didn't know what to call. Was it a bureau, a dresser? And we all agreed to call it Uncle Fred. And that's weird until we have company, they said. So I don't know why.
Right.
All right, so that's not exactly what this is. All right, here, my buddy once forgot the name, the term air horn, and called it spray scream.
Spray scream.
It's in a bottle, it's in a can.
That, yeah.
So, yep. Let's see. When my sister was young, she didn't know the word cemetery, so she would call it Dead People Field. This one says, at one point, I started Googling map of the year because my brain short-circuited and I couldn't recall the word calendar.
Oh, my God.
Map of the year.
Map of the year.
You probably get a lot of that when people have had some sort of head trauma and they're trying to fuse ideas together, you know?
Yeah.
This one said, my husband wanted me to pass him the cooking tongs, and instead he said sausage tweezers. And that one could stick, too. If you accidentally slip and say something like that, that's going to be what it is known from here on out. I'll go to Kenny. Hey, Kenny.
Bonjour, bitches.
What's up, buddy?
So we were going to my friend's place, and I couldn't remember the name. So my friend's asked, like, where does he live? I'm like, the room houses? What the hell are room houses? Apartments.
Oh my God. So instead of
room
you just couldn't remember apartments.
Yeah.
Room houses.
Yeah.
And it makes sense.
Condos would be like that as well, right?
All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So earlier I was talking about feathers.
Yes.
And I accidentally said flowers. This one said a girl called a feather a bird leaf.
There's like minds.
This says, my buddy couldn't find the word for lungs, and he came up with breath sacs instead.
Oh, my God.
And another one said, at a house party, when this trash bro came up to me, he said, hey, man, I'm about to score. You got one of those plastic penis socks? One in a condom.
Condom, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Another person said, I once referred to a fly swatter as a bug spatula when the name escaped me. I like that one, too. Bug spatula could be a name of a band. Someone said, I was looking for the word cereal, couldn't come up with it. The best I could do was breakfast soup.
Breakfast soup.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to go to, let me go to Joe. Hi, Joe. Good morning.
Hey, bitches.
Hey, what? What's up, Joe?
What's up? So, for some reason, I couldn't think of the word mango, and I was slipping with my words and be like, oh, yeah, that orange fruit. And then I thought I had it. I exclaimed, oh, yeah, Mongo.
Blazing Saddles.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a character in Blazing Saddles named Mongo.
Mongos.
So Mongo instead of mangoes.
I think that's exactly what I was thinking of. That's just where my brain went.
Yeah.
Instead of mangoes.
Thanks, Joe.
It's the way you transpose things in your mind.
So apparently, and the way behind that, the meaning behind that, Steve, or the reason, we're going to go to Dottie, who is a speech therapist and can help us out with a little bit of this. Hi, Dottie. Good morning.
Hi, you guys rock.
Thank you, Dottie. So there's an actual word for this, not being able to think of a word?
Yeah, so it's called word retrieval. So
Much,
you're not-
Marissa. Our next guest is, wow, I'm so excited that he is part of the lineup of the MMRBQ this year because he is going to bring some energy to the stage. And he's also doing a great thing in keeping the leather industry strong and vibrant these days. But great music. You've heard songs here on MMR, and you're going to see this live performance, and I guarantee you're going to have a good time. We are excited to welcome to our studio this morning, Des Rocs!
Good morning to see you guys.
Good morning, Nice. Very well done, sir. I love it, man. Welcome to Philly, and you're no stranger to Philadelphia.
I spent a lot of time here, a lot of time.
Yeah, and one of the shining moments, probably when you open up for the Rolling Stones.
At the Link.
Wow.
That's
unbelievable. I was there. Yeah.
You were there?
Yeah. I mean, it was the last one that they were at the Link, right?
Yeah.
Amazing, you know.
Yeah.
Well, let's cut to that. For you, building your bona fides in the world of rock, what is it like to be on that bill with the friggin' Rolling Stones?
Oh, it's surreal. I mean, we were so unprepared for it in every way. We pulled up to the Link in a 1987 Vanagon with the driver door painted the wrong color, and they wouldn't let us into the stadium.
All right.
And they had to call all these like people, and we said we showed up, and it had like it was everything short of having like the cucaracha horn, like do-do-do-do-do.
Oh my God.
And we pulled up, and we were like, we're here to play the show, and they were like, yeah, okay, get out of here.
But you know, if you were working security, you wouldn't let let you in?
I would not let me in,
Yeah.
and it took us about 45 minutes to get into the show.
Was that the show where you had where the stage was a little slick and
That was a show where the stage was a little slick.
If you wouldn't mind telling people who don't know about that.
Yes, I've been preparing my whole life for this show. We were rehearsing for this show in an abandoned radio station in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. And the way we would rehearse, it was about 1/10 the size of this room. And I would run outside and down the block to prepare physically for what it was like to be on that kind of stage. And we finally get out there, and I've got my in-ears in, and I'm getting ready to charge out. And a stagehand comes up to me right at the last second. He says, I got to tell you something right now. He goes, we put a special material down on the stage for Mick Jagger to do his dancing on. He goes, if that material gets wet, it's more slippery than black ice. So I'm like, yeah, okay. It starts to drizzle in that moment. I charge out there, and I take one step onto the stage, and I go flying into the air. You know, like in a cartoon where they animate the guy parallel to the ground? And he stays there for a second and then falls? You know what I mean?
Like Wile E. Coyote.
It was like literally that. And I remember just kind of not knowing what happened and looking up and seeing like the stars and the lights and then looking at my band, they're all cracking up, and then looking to the right and seeing 80,000 people just like silent,
I have taken a fall like that. I mean, legs up in the air, boom, land on your back, and it's confusing for a moment. Did you? So you were wearing a guitar at the time, right? Did the headstock hit the ground or anything like that?
I took it like this on the hip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen to the person who may not have been in the loop and to a lot of the people in the audience, that must have looked like the most badass rock move ever.
They thought it was a bit.
Yeah.
So I popped up and everyone started cheering and they thought it was part of the show. So it worked really great. But I was like, that's like the most Des Rocs thing ever. Really is like the van down, but then it's 80,000 people, but then you slip on stage, and then the next day I had to stay for some other stuff, and I took like the $12 ball bus back. And I remember holding the guitar on my lap in that last seat where the bathroom door flies open and hits me in the knees. And just going to Port Authority. And I was like, I wonder if anyone knows what I did yesterday.
I am a fan of watching you on stage. I've yet to go to a live show with you, but I've watched videos. And I love what you do. I love the energy you bring. And when you're a younger artist, it's common to get comparisons. People, you have kind of an Elvis vibe. I see a lot of Bruce Springsteen in your live movements on stage. And that is what, Bruce brought you in. You are in on this show.
Yeah.
And it seems to be that you're channeling that type of energy. I'm not saying necessarily directly Bruce Springsteen, but were those the type of artists that you were drawn to who had that kind of stage presence outside of the music,
Without a doubt.
Okay.
Even more the show than the records themselves. You know, I've probably watched more Bruce Springsteen live concerts than I've listened to albums.
Okay.
I inhale that kind of energy. I worship at the altar of that kind of energy because I feel like it's so sorely missing today. Like, I want to be the guy 45 years from now standing on stage with a guitar playing for 3.5 hours.
Well, that's we have this conversation all the time, and it keeps getting refined, and it keeps getting actually diminished over time. Who are the great rock front men, or women in general? Who brings it, And there are a number of them, but your mind keeps defaulting back to Springsteens and Freddie Mercury, and then Bono, and people that can take command and do that. So now let me ask you, since you obviously put a lot of work into preparation and stuff, how much time did you spend in front of a mirror?
Not in front of a mirror, it was mostly in front of just in empty bars. It's all over Long Island, in Nassau County, Queens, Brooklyn, Manhattan, and then like me going to Philly was like going to like an exotic place for me, you know what I mean, to try and try out music, but I always played to nobody for years, like 14, 15, 16 years.
Yeah, and you were that young playing in bars like that, which must have been wild. Was it weird being the kid in the room, or was it just natural to you?
No, that was very natural. It was always weird when I had to play the show and then I had to leave right afterwards because I wasn't old enough to be in the bar.
Okay.
But, there was just so much being bad for so long, and I was terrible. And I would write a song on the way to the place in Philly on the Greyhound bus, and I would just show up and try a couple of things in front of a bartender and then go back home. And I think I only started to get good a couple months ago, maybe.
I don't say it's probably longer than that, but you remind me, and Preston and I are huge fans of the documentary about Twisted Sister, New York, Long Island.
Yeah.
And so that's where I'm from as well, and you are as well. But there is just a ton, like here, a ton of bars, clubs, places where you go play to no one, and Twisted Sister did that route. They would go into the city and come out on the island, and they were playing to no one, and then eventually it clicked. So was there ever a time where you thought, this show tonight and then I'm done? Or have you always been myopic and all hands on deck?
Myopic to a fault, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, to a fault. And it's funny, the Twisted Sister thing, I had dinner with Mark, the bass player, a couple nights ago.
Yeah.
And man, what a character. That was a crazy
Yeah,
night.
they've seen and done a lot in their time.
Too much.
Yeah, for sure.
Too much.
What was your, in those early days, what was the relationship with your parents? And because they had to drag you around, I'm sure.
No, I just did my own thing. I would walk to the Long Island Railroad train station in Rockville Center, and I would be gone. And I was the youngest of a couple boys, and I don't think they even knew I was missing.
That's what it's like.
Yeah.
That's what it's like when there's a lot of boys in the family.
Yeah, I just did my own thing. I really was very independent from a very young age. I was just like the way a pigeon knows how to fly south. I don't think they go south, but any other bird, the pigeons stay in New York, the other birds go south. And I just had this magnetic force,
Yeah, wow. I love that whole thing.
Well, we have a lot to talk about with
do.
you, but we also would like to get a couple of performances this morning. What do you feel like playing for us?
I'm going to strip down a song called Never Ending Moment.
Never Ending Moment. All right, excellent. Well, this is Des Rocs, who's going to be at the MMRBQ, by the way, on May 9th, and we'll get into some more conversation, but let's get some music. Here we go on MMR.
Through fire and rain, I'll wait for you. I'll never surrender if you ask me to. Eggs off in your garden, like a tweet lies in the space of 1,000 trees. A dark river is rising, so I'll hold on to. Oh, never-ending moment with you. No one knows me better. Nobody can hurt me like you do. And all the ties have been severed, so you cut me loose. Torn up from the inside, and I still my soul's bred for you. And now I brace for the landslide, and I'll hold on to. Oh, never-ending moment with you. And the ties have been severed, so I keep holding on to. Oh, never-ending moment with you.
Wow. Wow. It is Des Rocs, if you're just tuning in right now. I have a question about, so I've never heard that song before. You said it's kind of a stripped down version of that tune.
Very stripped down.
Okay, so in its recorded version, is it crunchy and really, got the balls, the rock to it?
It's gargantuan.
Okay. So my question is, when you were writing that song, did you write it on an acoustic or did
I rarely write on acoustic, and that one I did.
Okay, so I'm curious if you can hear that. When you're writing with an acoustic guitar, even though you don't have the distortion, you don't have all this energy, can you still pick up that's going to translate well that way?
Without a doubt. When
Okay.
I'm playing something on guitar, there's something completely different happening in my head than what somebody in the room would be hearing. without a doubt. I'm hearing a fully mixed and mastered song and playing it live to like 40,000 people in my head when I'm just like, and I'm just like figuring out something in my mind.
It's funny because I think, and we all feel this way, the artists who are, listen, whatever your level, whatever you can do, if you entertain people, that's great. But when you can take something that is this gargantuan, huge testicled thing and reduce it down and make it sound great on a guitar solo, that's the real litmus test.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. That's really cool.
It's like a different art form, Like I always say, like I view what I do live on stage, like that's my bread and butter. If I'm a painter, I'm painting.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, I like to sculpt.
Yeah.
I was watching the official live video of I Am the Lightning and talk about high energy. And in that video, you're not only sweating and bringing it, the crowd is headbanging, and at the chorus, they're louder than you are in singing it back. Is that the coolest thing?
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah. Like the emotional connection of a show is the reason why I do everything. You know what I mean? That is my reason to be on planet Earth,
And hearing your words come back at you louder than you are with a microphone and that big PA has just got to it's got to knock your socks off.
It's crazy, especially in Europe, man. They don't mess around. Like it's either like a soccer game, and sometimes like I have to stop the show because I can't even hear anything, and they just like take over.
I forget who I was watching, but it was Sam Fender, I think is his name, and he was playing the O2 Arena. I'm on the stage with the guitar, and the crowd, and you can see he turns around to the band, it's like, can you believe this? I could see where you as an artist are saying, this is the connection. It's what it's. Listen, you love the trappings when you can get them and pay your bills and so on and so forth, but you got into it for that.
For sure. And I also love like the emotional roller coaster of that human connection. Like during a good show, like my whole approach to a show is for it to be like a film. Like I want to have multiple different beats. I hate when an artist has something that's one note.
Yeah.
Like they just slam you over the head for 90 minutes. I want you to rock. I want you to laugh. I want you to cry. And I want you to walk out of there going like you went to church.
Yeah. All right. So when the crowd is receiving the music the way it was intended, have you ever been overcome with emotion? Going, oh my God, like I can't.
Many times. I'm a total crybaby.
Yeah. And so I want to ask about you had mentioned earlier when we were talking about Bruce, like you wanting to do 3.5 hours, like that is a workout, man.
You have to peel me off the stage.
Yeah. You want to do 4. You want to do 5.
I mean, I'll go until everything breaks.
Yeah.
Everything.
Your
Gear,
fingers.
body.
Oh, yeah.
And I've done it before, but it's usually not when you would think. It would be like to 90 kids in a basement in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And like my tech and everybody's like, what are we doing? Like, I thought you were going to do a short show tonight.
Well, then outside of music, is there anything that you do to make sure that you have that
duration?
The duration, stamina? No?
I'd like to think that there's some more thought that goes into the physical preparation, but it's not. I kind of just run headfirst into a concrete wall. And I think it's my superpower and maybe my greatest disability at the same time is my ability to in the moment with the adrenaline to overcome any physical limitations that I was born with and then the next day pay for it.
I'll tell you this, the work ethic and, reading some interviews with you and talking about how you approach, you take it all. I'll be there. I'll go do this. Yeah, in the beginning stages. But the thing that was interesting when you first came on our radar, and Chuck, our program director, Chuck D'Amico, is a big supporter for a long time, kept bringing you up. But when we started mentioning your name, the video game. Oh, the video game, Borderlands. And then I didn't realize this until I did it on our sheet here. You did the cover of Ring of Fire for Nobody 2, which is the Odenkirk badass regular John Wick kind of movie, the 2 movies. So how are those manipulated? Do you have someone pushing you that way? Or are you saying, hey, I think I have a good song, or I have a good riff on something that might be good for your project, your video game, your TV show, whatever?
It's a little all the above. I think Borderlands put out a feeler, and then once you just crack that door open, I bust through, and I'm just here's why it needs to be this exact song that I have in my mind, and let me pitch you on what it's going to sound like. I'm going to sing you the bass part and the slide guitar intro right now, and then I imagine started like that, and then let me get to work.
And they just immediately said, yeah, you nailed it, got it.
Yeah, but that was really a match made in heaven because they were looking for some otherworldly shooter-looter thing that's very left of center and very aggressive and very emotional. I was like, hold my beer. This is what I do, man.
No, that's great.
And you're not a gamer, are you?
No. But I looked at the video, I was like,
it is pretty cool.
Hey, I wanted to ask you about your look. You've cultivated a very specific look. It's great. There's a lot of leather. There's a lot of studs and things like that. And your hair is kind of this rockabilly, cool, Elvis Jerry Lee Lewis type thing going on. Are your audiences, are you seeing that look coming back, reflecting at you in the audience now?
Oh, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I think one of the coolest things is when somebody like cosplays as me for the show.
That's pretty
You know
cool.
what I mean? I'm very flattered because I spend a lot of time thinking about the clothes and the fashion and the intersection of music and fashion, which I love.
Yeah.
And live, all the suits are custom designed by myself and this amazing designer.
Really?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you have some fashion chops.
I know what I like.
You know what you like.
But boy, do I not know how to get there. So I have this amazing designer who just kind of brings it to life. But we just we spend hours and hours going through textbooks of looks, but also not just, I want to be very careful about this because I don't ever want to recreate the past. People talk like rock revival. I have no interest in that.
Right,
I
right.
fully acknowledge standing on the shoulders of giants, but also dragging it, kicking and screaming to the 21st century.
Right. You want your own
so,
thing.
So with that look and what you have, and if I see a picture of you, I might have an idea of what I'm going to get musically, but that's not what happens, and that's what I found kind of cool because I saw a little bit of Judas Priest, but I also saw a little bit of Elvis, and I don't really hear that in the music, and that's kind of refreshing because it goes counter to what my expectations are, and sometimes that's like this awesome surprise that you get,
Yeah, if I came in here looking like this, I'm like,
Right. Oh, this guy's he's a poser.
It seems a very, very posery to me.
It's been done better before.
Well, let me ask you to that. You've toured with the Cult, Kaleo, the Struts, toured with a lot of artists. Do you like kind of say, oh, I'm gonna pick a little bit of that and help assemble, not steal, but we all you get influenced,
Without a doubt.
Yeah. And who do you think the most has influenced your sound?
Definitely. Oh God, this is tough.
I know it's a tough one.
This is can I break it down into two parts?
Yeah.
I'll break it down into 3 parts. It'll be really fast, so I know it's radio. So, one, guitar playing, Prince, without a doubt. That's my approach to guitar live. I use it as an expression of myself. I'm not very good. I just emote, and that's what I find value in. Vocally, without a doubt, Freddie Mercury, one of my biggest influences of all time. And then live, I rip off everybody. I'm standing on the sidelines. I like that. I like that. I like that. I'm gonna take that.
Steal from the best.
When I did the Cult, first of all, I didn't know who they were. I thought we were going out with The Cure. I didn't know who The Cult were. And then I show up, I go, this isn't The Cure.
Yeah.
And then Ian took a liking to me. He was a very nice guy. And I was watching from the side of the stage one night, and he just looks at me dead in the eyes and runs towards me in the middle of his show and drags me on stage in front of a couple thousand people.
Wow.
And he goes, this is Des Rocs, and he's going to sing the next song.
Wow.
That's amazing.
I don't know any of the songs.
Oh, no.
I don't know any of the words.
I want to ask you something about when you are playing guitar, because my favorite guitarist is Trey Anastasio, and I love watching him jam, but I also love watching him get lost in a jam. And sometimes I see him like looking up, and I feel like, because I'm not a musician, I feel like he's being channeled, something is channeling through him. And I don't know if you have that same approach, but like as soon as it's coming from the universe, through and then out through his hands, is that like sort of how you feel at times?
Without a doubt. I feel like we just know too much about the human body today, and there's too many podcasts breaking down exactly what's going on in your brain. And it's one of the few things where I have no explanation for what is happening.
Yeah.
And that's like one of the most beautiful things that makes life worth living.
There's a great movie, Pixar movie called Soul. I don't know if you've ever seen it or not, but when the musician gets lost, it's just this wild thing happens, and I kind of believe in that too.
It's divine. It really is. I have no explanation for it.
Yeah.
I'm not a particularly religious person, but it's one of the few times I'm actually present in my own body and not staring at a screen and freaking out about something.
It's funny because a lot of artists will say, like, for a lot of times you'll get their biggest songs, and how long did it take to write that? Well, I just sat down and it came to me. They'll say it came to me.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's what I love about Keith Richards. He's like, no, the songs are all out there. Like all the songs in all of existence are already out there and they already exist. They're just getting channeled through me.
Yeah, I love that. It's like radio airway. They're just in the airwaves.
Just plug them out.
Grab one out when the time's
Goes up
right.
there. All right, well, you ready for another song? What are we going to get this time?
This is going to be This Land.
All right, This Land, which is the one from Borderland.
It'd be really stripped down, this one.
All right,
Really
excellent.
stripped down.
This is Des Rocs on 93.3 WMMR.
I do what others don't. Got no fear, I ride alone. Laid waste to brittle bones. The more you see, the less you know. Show me your best, I'll show you my worst. A man with nothing to prove is a man who is cursed. Not gonna stop me now, cause there's one way in and no way out. There's one way in and no way out. And I stand up for this land. Take it from my cold dead Without my mama, I was raised a lover, but hard times put hair on my chest. So rattled skulls, and I said, who's next? Don't trust even paradise. Fooled you once, fooled you twice. Charming snakes until they shout. There's one way in and no way out. There's one way in and no way out. I stand up for this land. Take it from my cold dead hands. Break free, rewind, reset. Here we go again. I stand up for this land. Take it from my cold dead hands. Break free, rewind, reset. Here we go again. Stand up for this land. Take it from my cold dead hands. Break free, rewind, reset. Here we go again.
Des Rocs on 93.3 WMMR. With that song in particular, did the chord structure come first, or did the that riff come to you?
The big riff.
The riff did, yes.
I had the riff for a little while. I called the riff Dummy. And that was just a demo name. I said Dummy because I feel like it's just like, it's very obvious in a way I like. I like things that I haven't heard before, but feel like they exist already.
I love riffs like that. It's a down and dirty one, you know? Kind of makes you get that gritty stank look on your face.
What's this story, Sweet Child of Mine? That's a practice riff.
It's like a warm-up
that Slash would do, and it became this mega hit, you know?
It's you can't discount those things that you think are not special.
Yeah.
But that you do all the time.
Your group is a three-piece. You guys put out a lot of sound for three guys, which is pretty cool. Did they record in the studio with you for this record?
This album we cut entirely live as a band.
No kidding.
Front to back, one of the most brutal processes of my entire life.
Vocals too?
Not vocals.
Okay,
vocals,
that's rare.
Vocals I overdubbed, but I limited myself to a couple takes, which was pretty painful.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm usually a complete perfectionist. I'll sit there in my own studio, my headphones on. I'll sing the same word 150 times. No joke. Word by word by word. But this one, we worked with this amazing producer, Joe Ciccarelli, who did like the White Stripes and the Strokes and Morrissey. And we very much set guidelines, which I think are very important in the creative process. So I took a couple whacks at each song, and that was it.
Okay. Wow.
Having that right producer, that right pairing, I mean, because, I always think, especially if you're a perfectionist, and, the hardest part would be to let a song go and say, oh, it's done now, you know?
Yeah. It's super, super, super tough to let a song be done. I will tinker with it up until the buzzer beater. The real deadline is vinyl creation and production. Because you got to get that stuff in 6 months in advance.
Right.
So once it's in the plant, it's gone.
Yeah.
Is there an album coming out this year?
There's an album coming out, yeah.
Okay.
So
How many tracks are you looking at for that?
11.
Okay, good.
Wow.
Full
That's a
record.
real album.
But I wrote about 3 albums of material for this album. And I recorded about 2 albums worth of material. So
Okay.
I've cut it down to 11 now.
Okay.
Which is a lot of restraint for me.
Yeah.
Are the cast-asides, the songs that aren't going to make it on there, are they potentially going to have a life down the road, or do you write those off?
Ah, man, it's such a complicated relationship with your own songs. You know what I mean? It's like having 20 ex-girlfriends. You know what I mean? Like they all represent different times and places, and they all mean something to you. And then every 6 months you go, oh, what about that one song?
Rock and roll is littered with artists that wrote songs that they thought sucked that people love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That turn out to be I never knew. I just didn't know it. I'm the guy who wrote it.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be their biggest hit. It happens from time to time,
Yeah, you're your worst own A&R person. You know what I mean, there's the value of that.
Well, we've talked to a lot of musicians, and they'll say, yeah, well, my girlfriend said you should release this one. I'm like, no, that's not, and that becomes the hit, because for much as you think the rhyme or reason can be very elusive.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, I'm the worst judge of my own music, and I'm constantly scrapping songs that everybody wants released.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, I got to tell you, just from having you in here for the last 25 minutes, I am so excited to see you on May 9th. Yeah,
I can't wait.
Super excited.
And we haven't toured in 18 months. So
no kidding.
Yeah, we've been taking that long to make this album. So I'm gonna explode out there like a rat from a cage,
When's the expected release of the record?
Early summer, late spring.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it'll be right around that time.
That's in time for the MMRBQ. That's wonderful. Listen, man, it is great to meet you. You're an extremely talented guy, and we're just delighted and very lucky to have you on our bill. So looking
Thanks.
forward to that show.
I appreciate you guys having me on a lot.
You got it, man.
So
Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
All right, let's hear it for Des Rocs, guys. Preston Steve Show. What a cool, awesome experience we got to have with you this morning. We're going to take a quick break and come back in just a sec, so make sure you stay with us.
What you want to say, imagine your brain is like a 4-drawer filing cabinet filled and filled and filled with files, right? Which are the words. You're just having trouble finding it. So it's tip of the tongue phenomenon, very common, and it actually gets worse as your vocabulary expands because you don't want to say pancake flipper, you want to say spatula. So you're hesitating so that you find the exact word that you want to say.
So you're saying that the more elaborate your vocabulary, the more likely you are to struggle for the perfect word.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right.
That's
Interesting.
It's funny, Dottie, because when that guy called in, he called the cow the moo-moo to his daughter, and his daughter's like, no, that's a cow. I was thinking, I'm like, dude, you don't even know that many words yet. Of course you know the word cow. Like, you know how many words we've learned over this, And I often thought of that too, like as a kid, and like an adult will come over and didn't remember like all of our names, like you're like, how could you not remember my name? I'm your cousin, or but you know how many names I've learned over the last 40 years?
Is there a better way? Is there a way, Dottie, to train yourself or different?
Yes. So I was just going to say, so Casey, the next time that you're searching for the word moderation, you're actually supposed to go through the alphabet. Quickly, and you'd be like A, B, C, and I promise you, when you get to M, moderation will come out.
Oh,
that's an interesting. Just take the time, even if you.
I do it.
Go ahead.
I do it all the time. I work in a school, and the kids' names, like I'm like my 37th year in a school, and all the kids' names blend together. So I'm like A, B, C, D. Oh, Jalen, hi.
There you go. Wow.
Very interesting.
All right, we'll give that a shot.
And so probably wouldn't work when you need to come up with the word quickly, but if it's escaping you.
No, you'd be surprised how quick. You would be surprised, once you start doing it.
Oh, it's Xander.
Okay, you're right.
I can write down the alphabet like from memory alone.
Wow, you are amazing.
Yeah. Very good, Casey.
What if you forget a letter in the alphabet?
Yeah, what if that? All right, thank you, Dottie. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, a few others quickly. We're going to have to take a break here in a moment. This one says, I couldn't remember oven mitt, so I called it a heat gauntlet.
I love that.
Another one says, I couldn't think of the word robe, so I I asked my friend for a towel jacket.
Yes. I mean, that's essentially what it is.
So, I always laugh about the way the Dyson company names their various appliances. So we have Dyson fans in the house, but they don't call them fans. They call them air multipliers.
Oh, well, air
multipliers.
Yep. This one says, I couldn't remember the word for lid, so the only thing I could do was look for drink hats. That's what they called them, drink hats.
Oh, well, the decorative, and now I call them beauty tacks, but they're the you put in sandwiches.
Oh, yeah. Toothpicks?
Toothpicks, yeah. I always call them beauty tacks.
Beauty tacks?
Yeah.
Okay. Another one says, I was playing Pictionary with some friends, and the prompt was skunk, so I did my best to draw skunk, and my friend yelled stinky cat.
That works.
Instead of skunk. Another one says, I once called toothpaste tooth soap, and I couldn't think of the name. And another one says, when looking for the word sore, this girl couldn't think of it, and she said the words muscle hangover. So I guess after working out.
Oh, okay. All right. Got it.
Yeah. My friend was frustrated because she couldn't find her shoehorn and then said loudly, where is the boot spoon?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you think I said butt spoon?
No. Never mind.
It looks spoon-like. Yes.
And then the last one says, my mom always says wanky candles instead of Yankee candles.
Okay.
That could be interpreted as something else.
I do like that as well.
You touching your wanky candle again? All right, anyhow. But it's called, I even forgot what she said it was called.
Word retrieval.
Thank you.
Yes.
Nice.
And just go through the alphabet.
Yes.
It'll be all good. All right, we can reminisce about this stuff if you want to, ladies, because we have a sorority party we would like to invite you to at Parks Casino. This is going to be Wednesday, June 15th, 1 week from today. 6 to 8 p.m. We'll be in the Liberty Bell Beer Garden at Parks Casino. And we're going to do a square dance party. In fact, we have members of the Federation of Delaware Valley Square and Round Dancers.
There you go.
What are round dance? What's round dancing?
I think the edges are softer.
Oh, they must be.
Yeah.
I've never heard of round dancing.
Well,
square dancing and round dancing.
We did square dancing, and we would move in a circle. Maybe that's just a riff.
So we'll take, you know what? We'll take, just to make Bill happy, 9 ladies that want to go. And you can bring a friend. Everybody has to be female and 21 years or older. 215-263-WMMR. So it is next Wednesday. We always like to have an activity to do at our parties. And this one is square and round dancing.
Why not?
I think round dancing may just be the more modern square dance.
Okay. All right. Let's get you on board, and we will do it up next Wednesday at Parks Casino. We're going to take a break. We'll come back in a second. Going live on Fox. Good day. Stay with us.
Preston and Steve on 93.3 WMMR.
This is not the Connoisseur.
No, it is
not your parents' Connoisseur.
And Nick is giggling because I think he knows what it's about. So we were at Subaru doing our live broadcast a couple weeks ago, and I was online, and I was just pulling up some stuff, and I saw sometimes these headlines, like in prep services, I'm like, okay, whatever, man. Yeah. And it was like five of the best celebrity chef egg salad recipes. And I just turned to Nick and I go, Nick, what's your favorite celebrity egg salad recipe? And then, warranted, I just was doing it as a throwaway joking line. Nick gives me his top 3 favorite types of salads.
Of course he did.
And so then we started having a discussion amongst me and Casey and Nick of favorite types of salads. Now, by that, not really meaning lettuce-based salads.
Anything.
We were keying off of egg salad, but we were going through things like macaroni salad, potato salad, chicken salad, tuna salad.
And macaroni, did you say?
I said macaroni.
Okay, yeah,
salad.
all right.
And there's three bean salad. There's bean salad.
Okay, yeah.
There's all kinds of different salads.
I ranked my 5.
All right, what were your 5?
Was tossing my in there?
No. Well, that's number 6.
I have no interest in having my salad tossed.
I've never. No. Listen, when a guy asks for it, I'll do it.
Okay.
But
you'll do it, but you don't want it done.
No, I don't.
Either way.
That's what my bidet is for.
All right. Anyway, go ahead. Nick's favorite salads.
You want 1 to 5 or 5 to 1?
5 to 1. I like ending at
3.
number 1.
Yeah, all right.
With a drum roll before we get to 1.
Number 5,
Yeah.
and this is just my personal ranking.
Yes.
Tuna.
Okay.
Then number 4.
Wait.
All right.
Okay. I'll forward it to you. I wrote it down too, Steve, so I didn't
Do
forget.
you have Rizzo counting them off, by the way, Casey?
But not direct.
He does.
It's going the
he
other
does
way.
the other way. Yeah.
1,
Tuna.
2, 3.
All right, number 5.
I'll tell you all my salads.
I'll toss your salad.
I'll toss your salad back there by the Heine house over there.
Yeah.
This is my ranking. Number
Right.
5, tuna. Steve, number 4, potato. Number 3, egg. Number 2, macaroni.
Wow.
Number 1, chicken.
Chicken salad.
All right.
Okay.
So I admire your diversity. I say I would disagree heartily a lot of it,
Heartily?
but I believe in your this list.
I think you and
I
I
believe it means something to you, and I respect that.
Thank you.
really,
Because
very
you and I
much.
we're on the same page quite a bit.
We are.
Food
However,
related.
I'll
All right.
tell you this: I stand in direct contradiction to my wife's own salad loves.
Okay.
Someone who I've seen naked. So,
So there's that.
so there's that.
Right.
I love. Well, let you go first. I want to hear everyone else's before I commit to my list.
I'm actually making my list right now.
all right.
I didn't.
All right, I'm going to go. I'll tell you this.
I
was
need
gonna
to
say-
come up with number 5.
I'll tell you what. Okay, Kathy.
No, I was going to say I could go first because I don't like any of those because they contain mayonnaise and it.
You don't like mayonnaise?
No, to me it disgusts me. I could tolerate.
There's mayonnaise in my shorts right now.
I could tolerate chicken salad.
You know what though? Hang on a second. One of the best tuna salads I've ever had was not mayonnaise based. It was oil based.
See, that I could do.
With like some capers and a lemon in there.
It's just and listen, I used to like it, but like over the years, I can't stand mayo. So any of those, I pass up on.
What
them.
about cream cheese? Can you do cream cheese?
If it's
Like a cream cheese salad?
I don't like cream cheese that much, but if it's light, maybe.
Cream cheese.
Because I saved this recipe for an egg salad that calls for cream cheese.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I hate egg salad.
Oh, so that would be would that not even be in your top
I'm not a fan
5?
of potato salad. In the battle of there's always potato salad and macaroni salad side by side. Macaroni wins every time.
All right, I got my list here.
All right.
All right.
So, and two of them are kind of the same.
Why is there no TV coverage of this?
Well, I'll explain here. So I have number 5 is pasta salad, but number 4 is macaroni salad. In case he's like, well, they're the same thing. No, not the way I. Thank you.
No.
Yeah.
Heathen.
So
Pasta salad doesn't have mayo.
Yes,
I
you're right.
could go with pasta salad.
That's oil based, right? Yeah. So that's usually oil or maybe some Italian dressing or something like that.
I love pasta
Does
salad.
macaroni salad have mayo in it?
Yes, it does.
Oh, okay.
And then you're thinking maybe a different version of macaroni salad, but yes, it's got mayo and sometimes a little sugar. All right, thank you, Marissa. Before we do anything else, we need to chat a little bit about the Galentines Day party. Last night at Parks Casino in Ben Salem, we had about 150 of our sorority sisters out for the event.
Let me tell you, I walked in at about 6 o'clock on the spot. I figured, okay, usually there's a lag time. No.
Yeah.
There were people already there getting going and having a good time.
It was packed. We had so much fun. We had some food and drinks beforehand, got a chance to meet everybody, and then we dove into bingo for the night. That was our activity for the Galentines Day party. And we had a blast, man.
Yeah,
we had a great time. We gave away some excellent prizes. Thank you to Parks for all the concert tickets for the various events that are coming up at the Excite Center.
Tons of stuff.
Yep, and playing bingo was a blast, and we got a little bit dirty during the event. But that made it so much fun. And everybody, all the gals were in a great mood, man. I'm saying.
I mean, it's Thursday night. It's kind of the week is wrapping up, and you got a little bit of time. It's a happy hour, so it's not going to put a big dent in your plans.
Mm-hmm.
And the attitude was just terrific right from the get-go. And again, the rig, Case, was that coming off your laptop?
No, they actually had a computer there.
They had a computer set up?
So they didn't need my laptop.
It was as pro as a bingo. I haven't played bingo in years, and for some reason I found myself like white knuckling it a little bit. I'm like, who's going to win?
Yeah. I do bingo all the time at the kids' school, and there's a free bingo caller. It's bingocaller.io, and so there are thousands of patterns that you can choose from, and it's really, really easy to work. But women. Just people love bingo.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's competitive.
Yeah.
It's fun. You think that you can win until you can't, and then maybe you can again. And I love that room.
Yeah.
The beer garden. It's just so pretty no matter what time of year it is. If it's cold out, if it's hot out, they have great beers on draft. And the staff who works there is always so kind and so sweet, the bartenders.
They're great. You know what I was wondering, though, because we had that stretch of sub-zero days, and it is a beautiful room, but a lot of it is glass on one side, but it was perfect.
It was comfy.
Yeah.
And we've been there in the summertime when they open it up and you can go out to the outside areas and do some stuff there. So we'll do another event down the road a bit. I do have to admit, I messed up last night.
Oh, no.
A listener brought me a gift, and it is so cool. It is a new pipe for my historian segment.
Oh, wow.
And I left it there.
Well, maybe they collected it up.
I hope so. It was in a box, and it was bubble wrapped, so whoever found it will know that it's something special. And if anybody found it, it would either be the MMRBQ because it was with the scrims and tables and all that stuff we had set up over there, or if the staff got it, I hope they have it. So we'll have to reach out to Parks and see if they located that because it's such a cool new pipe. I got to use it, man. It was such a great gift.
Yeah, I love that. It's so wonderful that people bring us stuff. Not that we ever ask, but the chocolate-covered oyster crackers.
Yeah, from Damask Chocolates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I forget her name. She's wonderful. She was actually at the Galentines event.
Lindsay, I have my bag right here.
Yeah.
She brought him.
The person who brought Preston the pipe brought me a huge bag of rubber bands.
That's where that came
Yes,
from?
it doesn't even have a number. It has it's 1 pound of rubber bands.
Marissa's always looking for rubber bands around here, and we don't have any in the supply closet.
Preston, I got some great news for you.
What?
Brendan grabbed your pipe.
Thank you, Brendan.
Yeah.
Brendan ran our bingo last night for us, so excellent. Yay, I feel way better. By the way, here's a text came that says, hey, guys, this is Brittany. I was at the event last night. Wanted to mention that I won $286 from the free slot play that I got. Awesome. My friends and I had so much fun. As mentioned, it was my 23-year-old sister's first ever Preston and Steve event last night.
And so, listen, we talk about like Camp Out for Hunger and people bring their families out and how great that is. But like the Galentines event, you see sisters out there, mother, daughters, friends. It really is such a fun, great event.
There was that wild table right in front of us. The girls were like oohing and ahhing and wooing with every ball that was called. It was great. The one girl on the end with the curly blonde hair, she just started listening to our show. And if there was ever a moment you guys looked over and she was just kind of in awe, she's like, wow, these guys are kind of, this is fun.
Casey's right. There were a lot of mother-daughter teams last night.
And it was terrific, man. We had everybody, to 75 down to 23 was the youngest, all across the whole age spectrum. A lot of times the older people were like dragged by the younger, and they end up having a blast.
Yeah. There was a woman who had not that long ago turned 75, and she wanted Casey to call one of the bingo games. She wanted her to lay on her table on his back while calling the game. So she
had eyes for me, man.
She did have some eyes for you, and fortunately she was under your threshold.
She's
of
under
80.
my threshold, my 80-year-old threshold.
Hang on, Lindsay, who gave us the chocolate-covered oyster crackers, is on the line right now. Hey, Lindsay, how you doing?
Happy Galentine's Day.
Yeah, same to you. Did you have fun last night?
Oh, the best. This is my second Galentine's Day, and you guys just throw out the best party. And I think you mentioned at the party that the ladies are better to party with, and I can wholeheartedly agree.
It's just more fun.
There's a
more
vibe.
fun.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, Lindsay, these the chocolate-covered oyster crackers, the name of the place you got them. They're in Jersey. I drive by it all the time when I'm going to the shore. What's the name?
Correct. It's Damas Candies on 322, right after you go over the Commodore Barry Bridge. I do want to note for my shore people, they are only open from October 1st through a week after Easter. So you know how Easter changes?
Yep.
So if Easter is early in March, the following week they're closed. If it's late in April, the following week they're closed. I mean, they are a local treasure around here.
You were telling me the pretzels are even better.
The pretzels, I swear, are better. They use a thinner pretzel rather than like a thick pretzel rod or a thicker like sour, like the thick sourdough ones. Mm-hmm. So the chocolate to pretzel ratio is perfect.
Love it.
They were actually a favor at my wedding, and people were like, there were some extras, and people were like sneaking around and trying to find it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys realize how much they are just like actual crack and how good they are.
They were good.
We do. All right. Thank you, Lindsay. Have a great weekend, okay?
You too. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. So cool.
Just the vibe, like, from the moment you're there, it's just such a great vibe. Yeah. I don't know really how else to describe it. But
there's a good energy.
Yeah.
Everybody in the room has like at least one common thing. The show, right? We've brought all these people together, and then you see these friendships building, and people are sharing tables together and meeting new people. There was a whole table of YouTubers, so they talk every day, throughout the show as they're watching, and then they win tickets and bring each other to this event, and then they're growing that community, and it's just really sweet.
There was a lot of them there. Of course, I was telling Preston this. I did the wonderful thing, like I was distracted. And I got on the turnpike going the wrong way. I'm like, well, here's a little 6-mile detour.
And I forgot my paddle.
Yeah.
I forgot the paddle. We didn't get to do the paddle ceremony, which is okay because the bingo took quite a while and it would have been tough to squeeze that in. So I didn't get to hit any butts last night.
We'll make up for it.
We'll do it again. But thank you to everybody, all of our sisters, new and old, of Zeta Eta Pi, and thank you to Parks Casino as well. We will do it again. All right. We have Caleb McLaughlin coming up, but not for another 15 minutes. So why don't we clean out the junk drawer?
It's the junk drawer. Preston's cleaning out his junk drawer. Getting things out of his junk drawer. Finding stuff here in the junk drawer.
That actually hurts a little bit.
Yeah, stop right there. All right, let me dig in. All right, so, I saw this. There was a teacher in her 5th grade class. Emily Lauren is her name, and she posted on TikTok. Recently, she had polled her students to find out what they think is in and what is out. and she shared the results on TikTok. So lately,
generically speaking,
just for them.
Oh, I see.
You know,
All
so
right,
like
all right.
words and
like
and,
6'7".
And yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So her class said that the terms Sigma and Sigma Boy are out, and so is Skibbity, which the kids say was so 2024.
Skibbity was barely in.
Yeah,
You
it certainly didn't have the staying power of 6'7".
They also told her that Italian brain rot and steel brain rot are both out because they're, quote, more for second and third graders. As for what is in, Riz is still cool.
Wow.
And so is describing something good as bad.
Wow, that's almost nostalgic.
That's throwback. Yeah, so other things that fifth graders say are in would include Birkenstock clogs.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, they're in?
With socks.
Those are in.
Okay.
Nate Bargatze, Stranger Things.
Nate Bargatze's in with second graders?
Fifth graders.
Fifth graders.
The phrase low key. Being nice is in right now.
That is a good thing. All right, there we go.
Quarter zip ups.
Yeah.
These are what the kids are saying. Matcha is in.
Scotch.
And saying huz instead of boyfriend or girlfriend.
Husband, I assume.
Oh, so a girlfriend can be a hus.
Girlfriend is a huz
Okay.
too. Now, these are the things they say are out.
All right.
Birkenstock sandals are out.
Sorry, Casey.
Well, so I don't give an F.
Yeah.
They're always going to be in for me.
And they'll be back in a couple years.
Give a grow a garden on Roblox.
Oh, yeah, I'm not a Robloxian.
Squid Games is out. And listen to this. K-pop Demon Hunters. They say that that's for babies.
For babies.
According to the fifth graders.
I wonder if it's the case where, listen, that kind of anime and K-pop bands in general, but K-pop Demon Hunters has been discovered by so many.
Right.
And even is nominated for an Oscar. I wonder if that diminishes its coolness.
Well, so I also wonder, because this is fifth graders, right? So that's like a weird order in the pecking order of like elementary, middle school. So fifth graders, is that generally the highest of the elementary school?
It is now. So
Okay.
they say that they run the elementary school. They're the elders at this point.
Okay.
Steve, weren't you telling us about a grandmother that was watching K-pop Demon Hunters?
Yeah. Well, actually, her mother, Marissa, my other Marissa Knoll, who takes care of Kizzy and is the dog groomer, her mother is into like this K-pop band and like will go to the concerts by herself, and she's like totally enamored of this band.
There's a couple other things that are out according to these fifth graders. Your mom jokes are out. Fluffy hair is out. Low taper fades are out.
Oh, man, I was just about to get one.
Were you going to get a fade?
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Oh, yeah, because you're going to go with the rat's tail.
Yeah. Not a rat's tail.
Burning people or being mean. That's what that
just physically,
not physically
incinerating people,
not branding or burning people. And the Kansas City Chiefs are out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
they've been out for a little while. So no, but as far as my hair is concerned, I'm kind of in I'm at a crossroads right now because next July, not this July, but next July is time for my license photo, and I feel like I should probably commit to growing my hair out now. Because it's easier to come up with a hairstyle if your hair's longer.
Are you going to go, let me ask you.
Okay.
Are you going to go super long? Are you going to go Fabio?
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about growing my hair out a lot and then getting it styled like a Golden Girls hairstyle.
Like a perm?
Not a perm,
Like
but
B. Arthur?
like big rollers, like think B. Arthur or Betty White or something along those lines, like a Gladys haircut.
Okay.
Hairstyle.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
All right, I have a suggestion for you. You probably wouldn't do this, but instead of going the other route and having to grow things out, what if you went completely bald? I mean, shaved like Steve, but draw tattoos all over your head.
Like prison tattoos.
Yeah.
I think Diane would love that.
Yeah, I think
But I
she
mean,
would
they're
love
not
that.
real. I mean, they, you know.
No, I don't want to. No, I think I want to go more hairstyle.
Would you consider it a
than
risky
anything else.
proposition to shave your head?
Yeah, but you know what? Here's the deal, Press. I can still do that even if my hair's long. Let's say next June.
Yeah, you
like
can
I
cut it
still
off. You're right.
shave it all
You'll have
off.
that option if you are so inclined.
Yeah.
We're looking at the collection of your various license photos. Which one is your favorite, personally, Casey?
The yellow shirt one with the and then my
Massive hair. His hair is huge in this particular
Do you know
picture.
what's great is the way that the little the state sign,
The
the out
keystone.
right. It makes it look like you have a milk mustache.
There is one that I had made into a flag for Casey to use at the beach, and it's in the lower right-hand corner of what we're looking at right now. And you look, it's hard to describe that one.
Like a hobo killer.
Yeah, I kind of look like
his face is completely grown out. His hair is pulled up and looks unkempt. And you have a crazy look on your face.
Like if you had a guy in the bizarre file doing something insane, and then there's a mugshot.
Right.
That's what that looks like.
Yeah, this guy would have. Eaten his mother's toes.
Right.
Yeah.
Or to harken back to one of your stories, he'd be standing up in a moving train, pleasuring himself, facing the people.
There you go. Yeah, something like that. All right, these are things that fifth graders say are in and out. All right, I wanted to get to this one before it gets away from us, but Steve sent me this the other day. There was a customer who was at a pizza parlor and found out that they asked for 2 separate tips on a to-go order. One for the delivery driver, can see that, and one for those who it says, quote, "we're preparing your meal."
Are you kidding me?
No, it's becoming more prominent.
Yeah, but aren't those 2 different jobs? I mean, you're tipping.
And that's why 2 different tips.
You're tipping the restaurant for making it, and then you're tipping the driver for the convenience of coming to drop it off to you.
The traditional tipping is not for the kitchen staff, though. You know what I mean?
But it's starting.
It never has been.
Well, you're saying it's starting, and we're saying no. Okay. Stop it. Stop it. Pay those people more.
Well,
so the thing is, like the servers, the drivers, classically get like $2 an hour and need to get the tips to survive.
The delineation also is this: is that you have and someone can say that if you're at a restaurant and you tip or a pizza place and you tip your waitress, if someone comes over to you, if that kind of interaction takes place, she would traditionally pool it with the other employees, correct?
Yeah, it depends. I think it's really peeling back the curtains and realizing that living wage is a thing and that restaurants is a space where people aren't meeting that.
My thing is that I'm tip man. I love to do it. But this seems a little weird because then should you not tip the people who delivered the ingredients that were used?
Delivery guy who brought in the cheese.
I mean, they brought it and brought it in off the truck.
What about the farmers?
Yeah.
Who raise the dairy cows and come on.
Yep.
Now at some point it's got you got to draw the line, I think.
I think if you're in the restaurant, you tip there.
And going to the living wage thing, Marissa, what about the person who is buying this food, who's struggling to make ends meet too,
I agree with all of it. Yeah, I think it's a part of it. I mean, so if you order on an app, sometimes the prices, like an Uber Eats or DoorDash, the prices are a little higher because they are, some of that money is going to the driver and then some of the money is going to the restaurant. So the restaurant, to make up for the cost of that meal, has to raise the price on the app slightly.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I just go back to the way I was raised was, a server who is going back and forth and tending to you gets the tip.
Yeah.
If I were to order something from a restaurant and pick it up and go get there's no tip involved. Nobody is in the what case?
No, I'm letting you finish.
Okay, but I'd never, it's that's just the way it was always. That was the unwritten rule.
And I have some things, like, for example, if I'm going to Primo and I'm picking up like a tray of stuff, and I'm picking up a whole bunch of things, and they prepared it and filled up the bags. I'll throw the money. I'm like, thank you. That's above and beyond. It's a case per case basis, but in general, I think the way you're viewing it is kind of the way most people view it.
I don't know. Ryan, you work in the restaurant industry. Your family owns a restaurant. Do you have any take on any of this stuff?
Yeah, so definitely. Pay your kitchen staff. Obviously that's the thing. If with the tipping, pay them accordingly because they're not going to be tipped. As somebody who has gotten through and paid a lot of bills with tip monies, I understand. If I'm physically, you're dining inside of the restaurant, the whole tipping culture is needed. On takeout, for me personally, I tip any opportunity I can. If I'm picking something up, if I'm walking in a restaurant, I just know what those folks are going through, because it is the servers that are going to get your takeout stuff, from the kitchen, preparing it. So I'll always, leave at least 20%.
So all right, here and tipping for like counter service. And because obviously when you're paying the pad now, it will ask you if you want to add a tip, and it will have 15, 20, 25, 30%. It'll have those options, and of course custom tip. I don't do, and 20% tipping is the standard rate now for servers. But for counter service, I don't do 20% tip. I'll throw them $2.
Yeah.
$1.
No,
or
very
something like that. And I hate the fact that the 20% even comes up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
For me personally, like like the pad, like the flipping of the pad, it's such like it feels like a gut punch. Like,
I know.
It's such an awkward interaction. That's the toughest part.
I'll tell you.
Oh, go ahead.
Where it really sucks is at like the ballparks now.
Yeah.
Because if you get a beer, it's like $16. If you get 2 beers, it's $32. And then they flip it and it says 20%.
Right.
And I want to leave, I'm more than like $1 a beer anymore. It's a couple bucks. But like 20% of that starts to like hurt a little bit.
$1 a drink, $2 a drink,
Couple
something like
bucks,
that.
yeah.
That's enough. I mean, that's pretty.
But I want a tip because those people are busting. Their behinds out there.
Yeah, I've made my tips have meant a lot to me. They've meant a lot to my wife. When she was working in the service industry, I get it. Yeah, and I you know me. I'm that's my thing.
You're an over tipper,
right? I'm an over tipper, but I do start to say, well, then you have to start looking at the pecking order and saying, but there are other people in the chain too, then who need, and where does it end?
Marissa, I've told the story before at the ballpark. I went to order 2 beers. I come in, and the girl comes back with the receipt, and she goes, "That'll be $6 million." I'm like, all right, that was good. I like that one.
Feels like that.
I'm trying to think. There was something within the last week where, and I have to remember because I have to make it right. I forgot to tip. I completely forgot to tip, and I can't remember where it was. I need to go and make that right.
In case there's a guy in the lobby with a gun.
We went out to dinner. It was on my birthday last year, the year before, and we finished dinner. It was great. We left, and the restaurant called my friend and was like, "Hey, just check. Like, was everything okay? Like, was your service fine?" And we were like, "Yeah, why?" And they're like, "You forgot. You didn't put a tip down."
Oh,
and
man.
so they were checking. They were kind of just like making sure, like, did we do something wrong as we were going through? But I think they were also nicely like, bitch, leave a tip.
I could understand. It'll sit in that gray area though, Marissa. You as obviously the restaurant aficionado that you are, I would see a restaurant saying, "Wow, maybe we're dropping the ball on it," but it's also, you're right, a great way to massage. Pony up, cheapskate.
Yeah, for real. Let me go to Blake real quick. Has a comment. Hi, Blake, you're on the air. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
So I used to work for Pizza Hut for 3 years, and I did everything. I did pizza, I did wings, I cut the pizzas, I shipped them out, and then I also did driving for Uber Eats.
Okay.
Now, when you think about it, you get paid hourly when you work at a kitchen. So we'll just base it at $8.75 an hour.
Right.
You're making that $8.75 an hour regardless of what you're doing. A driver, on the other hand, does not. They get a bank, you get $100 bank, and you make your money through tips. They don't get paid $8.75. They get paid $3.70.
Yeah, it's substantially smaller, yeah. And
it's
therefore
substantially smaller.
Yeah.
So
And then with Uber Eats, you get based on per trip. So if an order comes in for $15, you're not getting a $5 tip. You're getting maybe $1 tip plus the tip on top of whatever they give you.
Okay.
So if I was living strictly on tips and kindness, and you would only take orders that were more than the amount of mileage you're going.
Yeah.
So if you're going 15 miles, you're making $25. You'll take that trip.
Yeah.
But you won't take a $5 trip.
This is a ham sandwich going to Little Rock.
Yeah.
And I've taken stuff from Philadelphia all the way out to like past KOP.
Okay.
And it was a $60 order. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, listen, Blake, thanks for the insight. Our guest is on the line and ready to go, but I appreciate you checking in, brother. Thank you.
No problem. Have fun today.
All right, buddy. Take care. All right. So, yeah, but the tip thing, it can, now they're asking for kitchen staff. This is at a couple of pizza joints, and I don't know if that's going to transfer all around and become the norm, but
we'll see.
We'll have to wait and see. All right, we'll close up the junk drawer in a little bit, Case. We'll do that in a little bit, but we'll go to our next guest. He is on to talk about the movie Goat, which is in theaters today. Animated film.
Yes.
Looks like a lot of fun. Obviously, he just came off of the giant promo machine in promoting the last season of Stranger Things, and I don't even know. You don't have to hear from me about how awesome that was. But we are excited to have him on the program. Please welcome Mr. Caleb McLaughlin to our show. Hey, Caleb, how you doing, man?
I'm doing very well. How are you guys?
Excellent. We're doing good, man. Thanks for joining this morning. We appreciate it. Hey, I had mentioned the big promo machine for the final stretch of Stranger Things, and obviously how much work that was for you guys. Did you sleep for like a month after that ended?
No, I didn't. I'm on this new promo. I only had like a week off.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, there are worse problems to have than be in demand. And this movie, first off, I love the animation style, the frame rate, and just the look of this style of animation. But it ties into basketball culture, sneaker culture, and it was actually produced by Steph Curry, correct?
Yes.
And does he play a character or appear in the movie at all?
Yes. He plays Lenny the giraffe. He plays one of my teammates in the film. It's an honor to honestly be in this film. I've looked up to Stephen Curry for a long time, and it's the character that I play is like a loose, like it's almost like his biography, Steph Curry's biography, like a fantastical version of his life.
Oh, all right, that's cool. And so they explain the movie.
His career in basketball, not his life.
Okay, yeah, but his career in basketball.
Yeah.
And so explain what the story is for people who are unaware.
Yeah, Goat is about a little goat that I play named Will Harris that aspires to be in basketball, but in this world it's called Roarball. But like his only problem is that he's a small, and in the league it's a world of bigs, and he is inspired by Jet Fillmore, who's playing Gabrielle Union, and his whole dream is to play basketball, Roarball, and the whole movie's just about his journey and his coming of age in this world.
Again, I love the animation style. It just looks cool. It's very cinematic. We've seen stuff like this in the Spider-Verse movies, which, by the way, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that there's a big online buzz to have you play Miles Morales.
Ooh.
How close, or is that just wishful thinking, or is that something that could happen?
Right now, I'm just a kid that would love to play Miles Morales. I have not heard a thing. I mean, if that's the path that I'm supposed to be on, I will take it, but I have not heard a thing. I'm very grateful that fans have, want me to play him. I know right now Spider-Verse is amazing and has inspired a lot of people, has inspired me. But as of right now, I'm just promoting GOAT and talking about that. But
okay.
Other than
All
that,
right.
I haven't heard anything.
Hey, Caleb, as far as working on an animated feature, was this your first time doing exclusive acting, voice only, or have you done this type of thing before?
I've done voice acting before prior to this, but this is my first movie film for animation at this level because I had to create a character from scratch. So
obviously, different experience than live action, but is it fun doing this type of work?
Yeah, it is a lot of fun actually. From this experience, I was on it for about 2 years and creating this character, and man. And I wasn't able to see the animation or how it would, the whole movie would look. I mean, I had some digital concepts of how Will would end up being, but I had to curate his tone and his voice and like what that would be like, because I feel like with movies and animation, especially with like movies that Sony has been producing, the voice is very important and how captivating it will be for the audiences. So, and I had to really understand what that was.
I want to ask
anything,
because sometimes with these things, and a lot of the actors will talk about doing it, and then all the way back to Toy Story, and then there's been so many of them that you go in and the animators kind of get a little bit of footage of you, or they kind of get a bit of your essence, and they imbue the animated character with that. Did that kind of thing take place?
Yes. They had a camera on me at all times when I was recording, and they took some of my mannerisms and my physicality, and they implemented it into the film.
That's wild. That's so cool to see.
On the character. Yeah, I know.
Caleb,
it is pretty cool.
Joe Keery's got a movie opening this weekend as well. Do you guys have a bet as to who's going to come out on top in the box office over the weekend?
Oh man, no, I don't. I think there's so much love on this set. I don't even think, on our past set, I don't even think we would even dare to say something like who's going to do better. And if we ever did, it may have been a joke, but everyone is very supportive of one another.
Well,
that his movie does very well. Yeah.
They're two different movies. I have to say something, Caleb. It's funny because we've known you know, and all your compatriots from Stranger Things for quite a while. You were this little kid, and I'm looking at this picture of this guy who's up of you as adult now, and I'm like, what in the? I know how life works. I know how people grow up, but you look like you're a strapping man, and I'm like, what in the hell? Do people freak out because they're so used to seeing you one way? It's like you've shared your childhood pictures with the world, so you have to encounter that all the time.
Yeah. I think it is. I know. Of course, we all know how people grow up and change, but I guess it is pretty strange seeing us just grow up on screen. No pun intended. And I don't know. It's deep though. I get it. People do have this it was funny. I was in the airport the other day, or last week or 2 weeks ago. Someone thought I had my mask on, and someone thought I was still 12 years old. And I'm like, 12 years old? What are you talking about? So I was like, I wasn't even 12 years old in season 1. I was so confused. I'm like, 12 years old. He's like, wow, are you 18 now? I'm like, I'm 24. I'm like, yeah, you're not living at all in the world.
Caleb, I want to speak to the staff. You mentioned all the the love you guys had for one another, and we've been lucky enough to have a couple of people in here. David Harbour, a couple of years, came in and spent an hour with us, and just recently we had Cara Buono, and she was just delightful. And I was wrestling whether I would nerd out or not and wear my Hellfire Club t-shirt, which I did. And she, surprisingly to me, thanked me for wearing it and came over and she's like, I have one of those too. And it was so refreshing and so cool because, it's been your guys' life for a decade. And it appears that you really haven't lost the genuine appreciation for people that are fans of it.
No. Not at all. You are so right. Because it's like you said, it's been a part of our lives for so long. It's a project that was, of course, we auditioned for, and it wasn't our story, but it just became our story. I grew up on the show. I learned Lucas's whole trajectory before mine. And I've given my life to him. So, so it's something that anytime anyone brings it up, you'll see the twinkle in my eye when I'm talking about the show or Lucas or any other character. So the love is still there.
You'd mentioned Gabrielle Union, who plays Jet Fillmore in the movie and GOAT, and you found out in short order that she's a massive Stranger Things fan, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
And was she trying to? Was she asking for a whole bunch of behind the scenes stuff?
Oh, was she? Oh my gosh! The morning we had to do some press for GOAT after she watched the final season. There was no good morning. How are you? How was your New Year? Or whatever. It was just So, did 11 die?
I love hearing that.
That's great.
I love hearing it, man.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Well, listen,
Yeah, she's great.
we're
I love
excited that all of you guys are continuing on in high profile endeavors. It's really cool to see. You moving on with this.
Thank you so much.
After GOAT this weekend, what's next for Caleb McLaughlin?
I think I just want to continue to create myself. Any project that I feel connected to, I would want to do. And then even outside of that, as an actor, I just want to be able to just stretch and do things that I didn't think I could do.
We know what you're saying. You're going to play Miles Morales as well.
I hope so.
I didn't say that.
He didn't say it.
No, but,
We didn't get an
I
exclusive.
would love to. Hey, you never know. It could happen.
Yeah,
All right.
excellent.
But I'd love to.
All right, Caleb, keep on doing what you're doing, man.
Thank you.
We appreciate you coming on this morning.
Thank you so much.
All right, you got to take care. Caleb McLaughlin, guys. GOAT is in theaters today, by the way. And you're right, Steve. That animation, there's something so cool.
I love it.
About that. I don't know what they specifically call
I
it.
think it's the frame rate, too, because they use it as well in Killer of Killers. Predator. To me, it seems... to some, it might seem more juddery, but to me, it seems more cinematic.
Yeah, I like it. I like it that.
I like that a lot.
Yep.
Hey, by the way, speaking of Predator, the new Badlands movie is now streaming
Did you watch
on
it?
Disney
Oh.
Plus. No, I saw it last night, and I was like, I'm just going to fall asleep, so I'm saving it for this weekend.
I will tell you this. It is good.
Yeah?
I enjoyed it. It is. It resets the Predator world in a way that either you're going to be happy about or you may not be happy about it. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, before we take a break, and we are going to in a moment, I want to go to, we didn't ask Ryan Shuttleworth about his first Preston and Steve appearance last night. He didn't get to go with us to Galentines Day because we had this event with Pacifico in preparation for the Cardboard Classic, and he went to the Dutch Tavern in Skippack and gave away a bunch of passes and stuff. How was that, man?
Man, Preston, it was incredible. The Dutch is a really fun place. I'd never been up that way before. I knew it was going to be a good night when going into the parking lot. It was a jam-packed place.
Yeah.
So walking in, it was great. Got a chance to meet a lot of listeners and people who were showing me designs for sleds. I saw that somebody is going to be doing Minerva, Pierre's microbus.
Awesome.
Also, some folks who really never knew about the Cardboard Classic got a chance to talk to them and said, you can come and spectate this for free. So little left turn, there's a gentleman, I forget it. I have his name written down somewhere. He was a singer-songwriter playing guitar, really, really great guy. His name is Keith, and out there playing. And when he got finished, we were still hanging around, and he was doing photos of people and just putting guitar on everybody for a photo op. Well, somebody made the mistake or whatever of putting the guitar on me, so I just started playing and got the whole bar doing Pinball Wizard.
Yeah.
So I'm working on finding a video of that right now, but it was so much fun. So thanks to everybody for coming out. Thanks to Pacifico. It was a really, really good time.
I knew it'd be a great time. And I forgot to mention to you, Sam, there were two people last night who asked, who's the guy with the sexy voice who takes the contest call?
Yeah.
Oh, the phone line, the request lines. I didn't know Sam was
he's
using
getting
his
a fan base now.
his sexy voice. Hey,
Get that sexy voice over here.
let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's just say I'm calling, and what do I hear when you answer the phone?
What do I say?
Yeah.
Oh, I say, hi, this is WMMR. Who's this?
Oh, my God.
I am pitching a 10.
Wow.
I'm wet as a river.
Hot.
That's what I like to hear. Thank you.
Super hot. Nice. Well, you've got fans, Sam. How about that?
Nice to know. Hey, I'm single, so hit me up.
All right. Beautiful. And by the way, I want to piggyback on something that Ryan said, because somebody at the Galentines event last night asked me, they said, hey, Cardboard Classic, do you have to buy tickets to go to the event? And I'm like, you know what? I'm glad you asked me that because I have not stressed that enough. It is 100% free to attend and to be a spectator. If you want to ski and snowboard, obviously I get a lift ticket. But other than that, come up. Parking's free, right? And you just pull up, come out, hang out. We recommend you make a weekend out of it.
You should, because what they're doing at Montage, The whole festival across the weekend is amazing. There are hotels in town. There is a town in town, which makes it amazing aspect of the whole thing.
But it does not cost a penny to come and experience the whole thing. So we hope that you'll be doing that. And it was somebody who I was talking to who was going to come out for the first time and be at the Cardboard Classic. So come and join us if you will. You can go to PrestonandSteve.com and check out all the information. We have a flash sale, by the way, for official merch. That is only through Monday. So you can go to WMMR.com and check out the Rock Shop and get the hats and shirts and all the stuff that we have for you, hoodies and whatnot. And you'll be in your finest duds for the event. All right, we're going to take a quick break, come back in a second, and we'll get some more Bizarre File stories. So make sure you hang out for a little bit. We'll be right back.
I've had macaroni salad. Cheese. I've had pasta salad with something that was very similar to like a mayonnaise-ish type of thing, but macaroni salad can operate on many different levels.
And Casey,
pasta salad. Excuse me.
Right. Yeah. So Casey has a point though that pasta salad can be made with macaroni, but that's not macaroni salad.
Right. No. Yes.
Right. Unless you're a jerk.
Now, somebody just texted something that I completely forgot about and would put on my list. So
is it ambrosia?
It's ham salad. You guys ever had ham salad?
Is that like hoagie salad? Because I've had a hoagie salad.
No, it's not quite like hoagie dip is kind of hoagie salad, I guess you'd call that. But But no, ham salad is essentially it's ham and some relish and mayo and salt and pepper, and it's kind of blended up. And the ham is finely, like not even minced. It's like even smaller than that. It's kind of blended.
I've had it with like cubed ham in it, Preston.
Oh, man. That too.
Right.
That's that's chunky ham salad. All right. So anyway, let me finish my list. All right. Get on my back. It's over.
It's over.
All right. So
coming back, Vietnam. People trying to tell me what their favorite salads were. I got my own list.
Remember, this is Stupid Preston and Steve chat, by the way.
Yep.
Number 3, I would make tuna salad on my list. I do. It's got to be made the right way, though. That's the thing. I'm really picky about it. One of my favorite tuna salads is from Panera. Number 2 would be chicken salad, and without question, no holds barred, my absolute favorite type of salad is potato salad.
Wow.
Potato.
Wow. Do you boil them?
I love it. I mash them. I shove them in a stew. No, but I like all different kinds of. I like the German potato salad.
Potatoes.
Yep. I like.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Tons of different. My mom made this really great potato salad, which every now and then, it's a lot of work to make it, but every now and then we'll make it. It's got bacon and egg and pickles and bread and butter pickles. I know you hate those, Casey.
Not a big fan.
But yes, I think potato salad is by far my number one.
And so
that's
we're
just
not
me
talking
personally.
about any lettuce-based salad, kale-based salad.
So I think we're
spinach
staying
salad.
away from
No,
that.
because
Okay.
that's
Just wanted to make
that's
sure.
a standard. And there's so in that case, I would love a Mediterranean salad. I would love.
I'd love a Greek salad.
Spinach, arugula, also as well, Preston. But like a feta, olives.
Actually, I would go with a wedge. I'd like a good wedge.
All of that in a classic
wedge.
Mediterranean stew.
Yeah.
All right, Steve, I want to hear your list.
Salad stew. Okay. I don't even know if I can put this. All right. So I love tuna salad.
Okay, is that your 5 or your 1?
Okay, this is hard, man. This
I
is harder
know.
than I thought.
This seems frivolous and
No,
stupid on
this-
you try it.
Wars have been fought over this.
You try and make your list of top
The
salads.
Peloponnesian War was a salad-based war.
I did
The
not know
Peloponnesian
that.
War?
Yeah,
was?
absolutely.
Oh.
I'm gonna go.
No.
You twisted my melon because of the last second introduction of pasta salad.
Okay. Yeah.
Because pasta salad is so versatile. You could put tuna in a pasta salad. You could put chicken in a pasta salad.
Absolutely. But I think that it still remains at its heart, whatever you add to it, a pasta salad.
I love tuna salad prepared. I'm like you, man. It's got to be the right
Gotta
way.
be right way,
If you F it up, I'll slit your throat. I will tell you this. We actually have a tuna salad brought in from the Broadway Deli on Hicksville Road in Long Island from our relatives every time they come down.
That's the best?
That's the best.
Your favorite?
That's our favorite.
Okay.
All right. And then you move on to, I would say, chicken salad's okay. In a barbecue setting where you have potato and macaroni always wins. I'm going to go with tuna and pasta salad as my favorite salads.
Okay.
I don't like potato salad. I hate egg salad. Macaroni again will be a winner. Chicken in a pinch. But I'm not as my palate is not as cultivated as yours you guys.
I do like egg salad, but I will back you up, Steve. It can be a little scary sometimes. It can be a little daunting. Do you like deviled eggs?
Not much.
Okay,
and then to me,
it's kind of like deviled eggs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm surprised. Well, not surprised, but my friend Matt just texted me. Why didn't we include fruit salad? And
man, I didn't even think of that.
I
love fruit salad.
But we're gonna have to. I think we're staying savory.
I know.
God damn you. We are staying savory. Okay.
Because I didn't think of it until when you brought up ham salad, Preston. That made me think of shrimp because they're both pink. So then I was thinking shrimp salad.
I just want to quote the Wiggles. Fruit salad. Yummy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on.
Do any of those? Do they, Nick? Do any of them sneak into your top 5? You had mentioned shrimp salad. Does that sneak into your top 5 at all?
I'm afraid shrimp does. I think shrimp.
Okay, so you're saying tuna's out?
What does it bump from your original 5, which was
shrimp bumps tuna?
Yeah, because tuna was his 5th.
Are you kidding
I agree.
me?
I like shrimp salad.
No.
a lot. It's
Never
got to
had
be
it.
made. It's got like at a good restaurant. Shrimp salad can be divine.
That's right.
Not more than tuna.
That is accurate. Your opinion is right.
So tuna, potato, egg, macaroni, and chicken. But now tuna's been removed. It's now shrimp salad, potato, egg, macaroni, and chicken.
Yeah.
All right. Somebody texts in and said,
happening here?
"Why is no one saying cucumber salad?"
Oh, yeah, that's
Cucumber salad's really good.
Because our genitals are intact.
I used to make that all the time. I forgot about that.
And that has no mayo. That's like an oil thing with you put a little sugar in there, make it sweet.
All right. For a summer salad, if you're going to have for a meal, a pasta salad is the way to go.
Is that the one that's got like
massively versatile? You can have all different types of pasta. You can put chicken in it. You can put tuna in it,
especially if it's nice and cold.
Yeah,
I like that.
So you keep saying barbecue in summer. Like the thought of a mayo-based something at
Sitting
a
out
barbecue
on a
makes
table?
me nauseous.
Right.
Don't you though? Isn't a macaroni and potato salad a standard at a picnic?
Oh yeah. No, you're
potato
right.
salad
it
is like the go-to.
I will leave the macaroni salad on the table every time. Okay. Every single time.
On the poker table.
Yeah, but when you brought in pasta salad, I'm all about pasta salad. I like those little swirly, whatever those things are called, pastas.
They're actually
they look like springs.
Rotini, Marissa, is that what it was? Rotini, I think.
They look like springs.
I know what you're talking about.
Her pasta.
Yeah. Now, do you know why those are best for pasta salad? Those actual pasta, the shapes are specific for certain dishes, and why they're done well is because that particular shape will hold all the herbs and things that you mix in there.
In the little
it traps that
swirlies.
stuff. It'll the swirlies capture that.
But of my top 5, the funny thing here is only one of my top 5 do I prefer a store-bought version over a homemade version.
Okay.
And so that was my number 5. And Preston, if potato is your number 1, you have to try the potato salad from Sleepy Hollow Deli on Springfield Road.
As for Ichabod Crane.
It is the best potato salad out there.
Twist my arm.
I will.
Go ahead.
I will bring it in for you tomorrow.
I'm all in. I would do. I just thought of something.
What?
We've done like a chili cook-off. I'd do a potato salad judging contest any day of the week.
I want to.
I'm gonna call in sick that day.
Unless I know it's from Sleepy Hollow, I just won't eat it.
Potato salad?
Yeah.
It's like that's the only potato salad you'll have?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I've never, and people are like, oh, my mom's is the best. No.
Your mom's a slut.
She's a total whore.
She's a total whore. Yes.
Filthy whore.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, your mom, you mean the filthy whore? Yeah. I don't want her salad.
But yeah, so I got potato 5, pasta is 4, because that actually has like cheese and like pepperonis and stuff in it, right?
And well, you can make it any. I like it with the little bits of cheese and stuff like that. It is so versatile.
Yeah.
And such a perfect summer meal.
All right. Jen has a pasta salad recipe that the entire world needs to know. She says.
All right, Jen.
All right, Jen. The world's ears are yours.
It's not a potato salad. Hi, Casey. It's me. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Jen. We went to college together. Okay. She's big breasts.
I'm Alexa. So first of all,
Hang on, Jen. Do you have big breasts? Because Casey just said you do.
Did I have big boobs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. He just wanted to point that out.
It overrided your salad that was going to redefine salads.
First
Okay.
of all, now that he said no macaroni, I don't know if Casey's going to like it. It's going to gross Kathy out for sure.
Oh, okay.
But there is a good potato salad. There's a good macaroni salad with just peppers and vinegar and no mayo that you would like. But this is, I get Amish macaroni salad from the Acme.
No
which I
zippers.
love. And then I go to the Ardmore Farmers Market and I get fresh cooked lobster meat, crab meat, and shrimp, and cut that up, and I mix that together. So it's a little bit of a cheat, but it's
it is a
delicious.
cheat. So you take a store-bought pasta salad, and then you're adding seafood to it.
That's not a recipe.
Yeah.
That is a recipe.
underwhelmed.
It's a recipe.
So it's not the best recipe in the world?
Well, listen, it sounds very inventive. I don't like 3 of the 4 ingredients, but otherwise, it sounds like a home run.
my boobs are still big.
Okay, Casey's very happy about that.
Wait, well, time out. What about this? Kathy, you might like this with the swirly, squiggly pasta and just 3, red pepper, yellow pepper, green pepper.
Possum meat.
Onions, if you like it, if you don't. And then I use malt vinegar with balsamic vinegar.
Ooh.
And I mix that up. And sometimes some basil, like whatever I have in my garden. And I put that, not mayonnaise based. And it's kind of refreshing.
No
You can do
oil?
cucumber.
No oil in it, Jen?
No oil.
Okay.
No.
All right. Just vinegar. Interesting.
Jen, do you have a kitchen or a laboratory? What's going on over there?
It's both. I like to get started.
All right. Well, that's very cool.
All right. Thank you, Jen.
See you later.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right. Fred wants to defend a kind of potato salad you might actually like, Kathy. I'll go to Fred. Good
Okay.
morning, Fred.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
How about homemade? Have you ever had homemade German-style potato salad? It's vinegar. Absolutely no mayo.
No mayo.
You know what? Yes, actually, I think I have had that, and I do like it.
It's got bacon bits in it.
You like
And
bacon.
dice
You like
bacon
bacon.
up. Yep.
All right.
There you go. I'm German, so my grandma used to make it.
Excellent.
Is
All
your
right.
grandmom German?
Thank you, Fred. I knew somebody who made an Italian potato salad with oil and vinegar and a little bit of parsley in it, and that was pretty tasty.
You know,
too.
I don't know if this is different or not, but the woman who made that potato salad that I had was Greek, so I don't know if there's a Greek potato salad or if they're sort of making it like he said, like the Germans do, but it was that vinegar based.
I just forgot something that I really do love as well, and that's salad, but quinoa salad.
Ooh, yeah.
Quinoa salad, and specifically,
I'm over quinoa.
The Landing.
Yeah.
Which is Nick Elmy's, has the best quinoa salad I've ever had in my life.
So I made what I thought last year was a out of this world fruit salad. There was a guy at the shore who I met who they have these guys who drive around this truck. It's called Fresh Fruit.
Right.
And they pull up and they get out of the truck and they ring the bell. Ding, 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 ding. And they stop there and go, Fresh! This really long fresh fruit scream. Well, I got this guy, Bernie, was his name, and he brought a bunch of fresh fruit over for me. It was really, really nice. It's kind of a welcome to the neighborhood type of thing. And it was, like pineapple and mango, and I had some bananas and, a lot of great fruit. So anyhow.
And was it indeed fresh?
Yeah, it was perfect condition, ready to cut and go. It was all ripe and ready. So I cut it up and I threw it in. I kind of slapped together this fruit salad. So rather than just the fruit being together, I added honey to it. And most important ingredient, mayo. Squeeze some fresh lemon on it.
Oh, all right.
Really gives it even a little bit more tang.
Yeah.
And then I put in some walnuts in there, and it was the best fruit salad I've ever had. Thank you very much. Pat myself on the back. I was really happy about
Does that sound something like you would enjoy?
Yeah, well, when they said fruit salad, I was like, well, hello. Over
Yeah,
here,
you
obviously,
eat-
that would
yeah.
be my number
Does fruit
one.
salad make you toot?
When Kathy would come in with this giant bowl of fruit salad, I haven't seen it in a while, and that would be your lunch. Did Bubba add anything to that besides just fruit?
No, but no.
Squeeze some lemon on it.
But
and
you know what?
It adds such a cool little zing to it.
I'll tell you what, though. I don't know. I mean, technically, yes, I guess that is fruit salad. But what I have to say is, if it sits for a little while and the juices from the different fruits mixed together, I'm out. It has to be fresh cut fruit.
Why are you even putting them in the same container then?
I don't know. Well, because what am I going to do? Bring different containers?
Okay, I have some stories to share with the Bizarre File.
WMMR presents Preston and Steve's Bizarre File.
Brought to you by Horizon Services. They offer a same-day emergency service with no emergency fees. You can book now at horizonservices.com, and help is on the way. So 4 people have died. 3 others have required liver transplants, and it was after they ate the aptly named death cap mushroom.
Oh, these things.
That is proliferating in California following a rainy winter. The California Department of Public Health is urging people to avoid mushroom foraging altogether this year. because death cap mushrooms are easily confused with safe edible varieties.
This is what that woman in Australia was convicted of murder for, right?
Yeah.
Since November 18th, there have been more than 36 cases of death cap poisonings reported, including the 4 deaths and 3 liver transplants. Many who sought medical attention suffered from rapidly evolving acute liver injury and liver failure. Several patients required admission to an intensive care unit. They've ranged in age from 19 months to 67 years old. The death cap is one of the most poisonous mushrooms in the world and is part of a small group of mushrooms containing amatoxins, which are highly potential compounds causing 90% of fatal mushroom poisonings globally. They are in city parks and in forests and often under oak trees. Warm fall temperatures coupled with early rains are leading to a kind of super bloom of death caps in California this year, experts say. Eating even a small amount can be fatal, and experts warn that a mushroom's color is not a reliable way of detecting its toxicity. And whether the death cap variety is raw, dried, or cooked, it does not make a difference.
So I see a PSA for this where you have a bunch of skeletons playing instruments and they're death cap for cutie.
Oh, I like that.
You like that,
Yeah,
right?
Yep.
A former Little Caesars employee in North Carolina is facing felony charges after police say that he broke into the restaurant, made pizzas, and then sold them to customers while keeping the cash.
How
it
were
was
they?
Closed,
Yeah.
and he got it. He worked there, so he knew what he was doing. 41-year-old Jonathan Hackett allegedly broke into the Kinston location twice over the weekend during a winter storm. The first time, he made about 10 pizzas, made about $50 on that. The second time, so he's only selling them for $5.
That's pretty cheap, man.
The second
I bet you a lot of people want them back.
Employees were inside and tried to stop him, leading to a fight. Hackett was treated at a hospital for his injuries before being arrested. He faces multiple charges, including breaking and entering and larceny
I want
as
to
well.
pizza fight you.
A woman in Shanghai, China, is accused of causing several car accidents by repeatedly moving a traffic mirror because she believed it was hurting her feng shui. The woman said that a feng shui expert told her that the mirror, which had been across from her house for years, was bringing her bad luck and health problems.
I just did the same thing with a one-way sign.
She and her husband felt the mirror was like a demon-revealing mirror from Chinese mythology.
So she's a lunatic.
Neighbors disagreed with her tampering, and police eventually warned her that she could be held responsible for any crashes caused by the moved mirrors. So,
for feng shui.
Here's another story out of China. A lot of unlikely things are cleared to happen now that pigs have officially flown. A farmer in China's Sichuan province came up with what he thought was a clever idea. Skip the trucks and use a drone to fly his pigs to the slaughterhouse. On its first flight, the drone got tangled in high-voltage power lines.
Oh, man.
Leaving the pig dangling in the air for hours and cutting electricity to the entire village.
That's the worst thing. You finally taste flight. You're like, oh, my God. And you're on your way to the slaughterhouse.
It took 12 workers more than 10 hours to fix the damage, which cost about $1,400. The farmer blamed poor visibility, but investigators found that he was flying in a no-fly zone and had overloaded the drone, which isn't really surprising since there was an entire pig dangling from it.
Hey, that pig almost got killed before we could kill it.
He said the mountainous terrain makes transporting pigs by vehicle really difficult, and Chinese media reports that the agricultural drones are increasingly being used for this purpose in rural areas.
Wait till they move on to cattle.
One of the strangest things I had ever seen was a moose that was hanging from power lines.
How did that happen?
This was years and years and years ago. So occasionally, or it may have been just this one time they were doing it, and these are these big high-tension power lines. So they had loosened them to do maintenance work so that the power lines laid down on the ground.
I see.
And they had turned off the power to them. And the moose had either gotten its antlers tangled in those lines or had died and lied next to her, something like that. But when they re-raised them back up,
lifted him up,
the moose was hanging by its rack up in the sky. There's pictures of it somewhere.
Oh, I need to see that.
And it's pretty wild. Yeah,
that must be where the song "The Wichita Moose Man" comes from.
It was from decades ago. So, but it reminded this pig story reminded me of that. Marissa just found the photos. Here you go. Look
Why
at this.
don't you forget the moose?
That poor
For a
guy.
moment.
There's a bighorn sheep. Same thing had happened apparently at one time or another. Wow. Okay. So moving on, police in Chelsea, Michigan are looking to speak with a woman who dropped off a human skull at a thrift store last week. On January 26th, police responded to the Goodwill Donation Center after someone reportedly receiving a suspicious item at the drop-off location. It appeared to be a human skull that was wrapped in a shirt.
That was my skull.
Police.
So a guy later claimed it.
Police did not find any visible damage or uncharacteristic holes in the skull. Officers turned the skull over to the county medical examiner's office for analysis, and it has since been sent to the anthropology department of the University of Michigan for an examination, which authorities say could take up to 90 days to complete.
Without the skull, wouldn't your head kind of look like a droopy foreskin?
Yeah. Now, police would like to speak with the person responsible for dropping off the skull. One of the items appears to have been accidentally included in the donations, the police said in a statement, and they would like to speak to her to confirm that her decision. All right, then we'll do one more story and wrap this up. Let's see, what do we want to end with? Yes, a Texas man just folded his way into the record books. Richard DeFries made 250 paper airplanes in 1 hour, averaging 4 planes per minute and beating the previous Guinness World Record of 200.
Wow.
There were
That's impressive.
No assumptions made on the part of the judge either. Each plane was tested afterward to make sure that it could actually fly. DeFries says that he trained in 15 to 30-minute practice sessions for weeks leading up to his official attempt on Saturday. He's now waiting for Guinness to review the evidence and make it official, by the way.
I wasted so much time.
And there you go. That's what I have in the bizarre file for you this morning. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back in a second. We'll get the lesson question, trash music news as well. So you stay right where you are.
But it's fine if it's fresh. You're usually good, but if it sits for like a little while, you get that because then they all start to taste the same.
They mix together. It's like a cocktail.
Let me get this straight. Are we
juicy.
accepting fruit salads into this conversation?
we should.
started
I think we
as savory.
should. Yeah.
Well, then I have to rethink my
I know.
list.
Me too. I got to rethink the whole damn list. Our
An
eyes
epic
are opening
disgrace.
up. All right, hang on. Jessica, and I agree with her on this if she's talking about potato salad. Hey, Jessica, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning. So, Jessica, you wanted to add a secret ingredient?
Yes,
What
pickle
is-
juice
Pickle juice.
To potato salad?
and potato salad.
Yes, me too. That's a big part of what makes my mom potato salad awesome is we add that pickle juice to it. Yes.
Yes, you can't add as much mayo because it'll make it too runny, but
Yes.
it is amazing.
Yep, I agree. I agree.
I do like.
Thank you, Jessica.
I like all ribs on potato. I do not like baked potatoes. I do not like potato salad. However, I like.
You like mashed potatoes?
Like red potatoes. You know,
And sweet potato fries. You
I like
love.
sweet potato fries,
roasted potatoes.
roasted potatoes.
Do you like mashed potatoes?
I do.
Okay.
I do. So my
baked potato, no. Okay.
no. So Southern style. However, I like steak fries, which are very almost.
That's probably why you don't like potatoes.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
'Cause
like
that
baked potatoes
consistency.
either.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I like potatoes. But just to wrap up that part of the conversation, somebody texted this in, and I was introduced to this 2 or 3 years ago, a watermelon salad with tomatoes and feta cheese. And the watermelon, is this sweetness, and then you add a little bit of saltiness of the tomato, and then cheese makes everything better. So that salad is fantastic.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
It's really
I'm
good.
open to trying it.
Yeah.
But you're
Kathy,
still skeptical.
I thought of another ingredient for fruit salad too. Is add a little mint, a little fresh cut mint in
okay,
there.
yeah,
and
yeah.
that kind of brings it home. Okay. Somebody, a couple of people had texted in. We had a caller. They're not up there any longer. But I want to get your. So if you're just tuning in, it's Salad Chat on the Preston and Steve Show.
Salad
Stupid
Chat.
conversation. Best salad ever. Does taco salad even count?
No, because
You're taking it.
salad.
You're
That's
taking
more,
it. No.
Yeah, that's more of like a casserole or a dip.
Oh no, I was thinking taco salad is a salad.
I'm sorry. I was thinking of like a taco dip.
Yeah.
No,
A taco salad, yeah, that's lettuce. There's lettuce in there. We're staying away from the lettuce-based salad thing.
Because
we're
it's
thinking
too
more
easy.
potato salad and pasta salad, macaroni
It's
salad.
too easy.
All right, I'm just sort of thinking out loud here, but
My butt hurts.
what if? My butt feels fine.
Okay.
What if you were to make potato salad with hash browns?
Cooked hash browns?
Well,
Like
you,
fried?
You cook them first, so you know that they're like all cooked through and everything like that, and then you make it, and then you have to put it because you have to when you're making potato salad, you got to cook the potatoes anyway. So
Yeah, you boil them.
you boil them, mash them, maybe you stick them in a stew press. I don't know, but do you wait for when you make a potato salad? Do you wait for them to cool off before you like mix
Yes.
it all together?
Ideally, yes, but sometimes.
So what if
it's
you-
gotta be
You'd
made
you'd
quickly.
have a big issue if
Yeah.
they were still in a mashable condition.
Yeah. So what if you were to do that with hash browns?
You don't cook them to the extent if you
Right.
if they get too soft, then it's going to fall apart. What's that?
What if you were to do that with hash browns instead of like cut up and diced up potatoes?
My head hurts.
I don't like it,
Okay.
but maybe should try it.
I'm gonna try it.
Talking about AI and this in one day is just.
Nick, can you look up hash brown salad?
Yeah.
And see if anything comes up.
Yeah.
'Cause somebody has probably
Go to
tried that
X
before.
Hamster.
Yeah, right.
All right. Go there and then
Yo, ever heard of jerk meat?
pops up every time. Damn
Come
it.
on. Come on. All right, hash brown salad recipe. Hash brown potato salad. Yeah, Case.
All right.
Did you remember
done.
Salad Works? Do you remember the there was a
The original salad tossers.
That was their slogan.
Yep.
And we're not
Sure
kidding.
was.
Yeah.
We'd eat there a lot when we were at Y100. They
Yeah,
had one right in the mall.
Because they toss your salad
Yeah,
for
absolutely,
you.
right there.
Right there in the mall.
Drop trout, let's go.
Right there.
I'm going to go to
Got
Rob.
a tongue like a cat.
Hey, Rob, good morning.
Gadzooks.
Gadzooks, what's up, buddy?
Hey, have you guys ever tried summer corn salad?
No, but go on.
I don't know. Go ahead.
So you obviously have it's better with fresh corn, especially from the summer, Jersey corn, and you mix up with cubed mozzarella, fresh basil, lemon juice, garlic, and fresh pieces of garlic and cherry tomatoes.
Ooh.
It is a really good salad. And you serve it cold. Put it in the fridge. Make it the day before.
What do you do? Do you boil the corn ahead of time and then cut it off?
You make your corn like you're basically boiling, but it's better to cut right from the cob.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Okay. I dig it. All right, Rob. I like the sound of that.
All right.
I'm not a big corn dude on
Corn
that level,
salad.
but the other ingredients sounded enticing.
So this hash brown potato salad, I think I'm going to make it. The only thing I would do differently, it says poke some holes in the hash brown package. So it is saying buy prepackaged hash browns and then microwave it. I wouldn't want to microwave it. I would much rather cook them on a griddle and cook them through that way.
You don't want to get too crispy, though. That's the thing.
Oh, I wouldn't mind a little crisp in my potato salad.
All right,
yeah.
all right. Hang on, John.
Back off.
John has an interesting potato salad story. Call with your potato salad stories. Hi, John. Good morning.
Hey, Steve.
Yes.
Let me show you how it's done.
What is that from?
That's a mom teaching her daughter how to.
Oh yes, yes.
Here, let me show you.
Right. That's how every porn movie which the mother daughter. No, Stephanie, not like that, like that.
Yeah, so a couple years ago, we were at a barbecue at my brother's house. My mother, who's like in her early 70s, brought over some potato salad. It was delicious. I went over to my mother's house a week later. I saw the mayo jar. Expiration date was written on the top of 2005.
So is that the secret? Is that the secret?
So and her excuse was, well, it's been kept cold.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God.
I don't know if I believe
I
that.
would have
Yeah.
died.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. Interesting.
Nobody got sick, so I
Yeah, try to keep the mayo that you're using
John.
within the decade you're living in.
All right. This sounds weird. I'm going to go to Bob. Hey, Bob. Good morning.
Hello.
Hey, Bob. You're on the air, bud.
Yeah, just want to say something. There used to be a Cajun cook on the TV. I can't remember what channel. His name was Justin Wilson.
Yeah.
He used to
That'd be hot. I guarantee. He used to say that all the time.
Yeah, and he used to make a potato salad without potatoes. It was made with saltine crackers and salad dressing instead of mayo.
What? That sounds disgusting.
That's
Interesting. Did you try? I like Justin Wilson. I used to watch him. I used to watch him all the time.
Ah, you know what that is? That's filet mignon. I made it with crackers.
Did you ever try it, Rob?
Yeah.
And was it good?
No.
Yeah, it was real good.
All right.
He says it was real good.
All right.
I don't know how the hell you do that.
Nick actually found a video of him in the recipe. I'm going to check that out, Rob. Thanks, man.
Hey, you're welcome. You guys have a good day.
You
I
too.
love
Thanks.
listening to your show. All right.
Oh, thank you, man.
buddy. I appreciate it. Actually, his name's Bob. I called him Rob. But yeah, Justin Wilson, I used to watch him.
Was this right before he was committed?
It may have been.
Look at this. I'm making potatoes out of crackers.
Nick found the video of him. He looks pretty advanced in age when he did the non-potato
I'm
salad.
making chocolate milk out of corn.
All right. Well, anyhow, I would like you to further these discussions amongst your coworkers today.
Make sure that they feel safe. Don't approach them too hard with outlandish salads right off the bat.
Right. Ease into it a little bit.
Yeah. Make them feel comfortable.
Look, we completely forgot about fruit salad. We needed your input today to determine the greatest salads of all time.
Given my druthers, though, I will take savory salads over sweet salads any day.
I'll take any of those. Wow. Okay. Interesting. All right. I told you it was a stupid conversation. Thank you for being a part of it. We're going to take a break. When we return, other dumb things to talk about and an announcement to make about a really cool event coming to the area that we think you are going to love. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Thank you, Kathy. A little later on, we're going to get head coach John Tortorella of the Flyers, new head coach. We're going to chat with him in just a few minutes. But in the meantime, time to talk about some other things. I caught this article over the weekend, and it's a phenomenon that I think we've all had experience with. I had a couple of weeks ago the scenario where I woke up like, I don't know, hour and a half before my alarm was going to go off.
Yeah.
And just could not get back to sleep. And but it can be even worse when you wake up like maybe 15 minutes before your alarm is going off, or 10 minutes, where it's like you have to do that dance of, okay, do I try to go back to her? What's the point? Don't I just go ahead and get up now?
That's what I do.
It's so unsatisfying.
Because the truth of the matter is that, so I have, 2 alarms set to go. I almost always, 95% of the time, beat the alarms up, by 2 or 3 minutes, But you get that 10-minute, Preston. You get that 11 minutes, and you're like, what the F do I do now?
Right.
It's like, just get up. Because I find it... all the bulk
at 10:15 on this Friday morning, temperature-wise, kind of where we've been the last couple of days, mid-30s. Tomorrow is great. It's going to be 50 degrees and partly cloudy skies. Really going to feel different. And Sunday, 45, so still not bad. Monday, high about 43, and then Tuesday, mid-50s again with some partly cloudy skies. So we can hopefully start to see some grass. It's going to be brown grass, but at least we'll see some grass. So
I'll take it.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, it's lesson question time. And let me see. We are going to give away 4-pack of tickets for the Greater Philadelphia Pet Expo, which is the weekend of March 6th through the 8th at the Greater Philadelphia Expo Center at Oaks. And the question that we will go with, all right, we got to go with this. Costco hot dogs come on what type of bun? And so does Steve. 610-660-9333. Let's see if you know the answer to this. All right, so Costco hot dogs come on what type of bun? And so does Steve. 610-660-9333. If you heard that, it was about 7:45 this morning. Call now, and we'll get into the trash while you're doing that.
The trash business is a gold mine. 93.3 WMMR with Preston and Steve's Hollywood Trash.
And brought to you by Acme. Acme is making your grocery shopping easier than ever. You can download the Acme mobile app to find personalized deals or reward points for every purchase. Or you can shop for convenient delivery or pickup. Acme, fresh foods, local flavors. What's going on this morning, Steve?
Well, Preston, Atlanta Falcons up-and-comer James Pierce Jr. was arrested after fleeing police responding to an assault and battery call. Pierce told state troopers he was speeding to a practice, which they immediately discounted, as there is no proof that the Atlanta Falcons ever practiced. Zayn Malik is doubling down on a past claim that he was never in love with ex-girlfriend Gigi Hadid. Malik attempted to further clarify, saying Gigi will always hold a special place in his heart, a place reserved for people he doesn't love.
Oh, my God.
And finally, very exciting, FBI and CIA are going to have a crossover episode later this month. Apparently, FBI and CIA will employ GPS to assist TSA ASAP. That's the Hollywood Trash.
All righty, lesson question time. Let's see if we can get that answer. Costco hot dogs come on what type of bun? And so does Steve. And 610-660-9333 is the number. And we will go to Megan and see if she happens to know the answer. Hi, Megan. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Megan. So Costco hot dogs, they come on what type of bun as well as Steve?
As disturbing as the second part is, it is sesame rolls.
This is true all the way around.
They're really good.
You're correct, Megan. Hang on. Oh, God, I love these things.
They're so good.
All right, we are going to give you a 4-pack of tickets. Greater Philadelphia Expo Center at Oaks has the Philadelphia Pet Expo weekend of March 6th through the 8th, and admission tickets are available today at FamilyPetShows.com.
Now, Preston and Steve's Music News on 93.3 WMMR.
All right, we're going to start with Lamb of God for hardcore rockers like Ryan Shuttleworth. Lamb of God vocalist Randy Blythe says that the band changed its logo for the first time in 27 years on their upcoming album Into Oblivion. And the reason that he said that they have changed the font is because the old one they uses the papyrus font. It's just like a standard font. And he said, had we known 20 however many years ago that we would wind up looking like a falafel restaurant menu, we wouldn't have used that. The album drops on March 13th.
That's great.
And is about the ongoing and rapid breakdown of the social contract, and particularly here in America. He said a spring North American tour will kick off on March 17th.
That SNL bit sketch about papyrus font, if you guys have ever seen it. So it's kind of like a Comic Sans. It's like a joke in the people who care about fonts. And Avatar uses papyrus.
Oh, they do?
But it like haunts this person. And there's actually a follow-up to the skit. It's very funny.
Oh, that's funny.
Julien's Auctions is giving music fans a chance to bid on guitars from legends and more in the business. The auction house is teaming with Gibson Guitars charity arm, Gibson Gives, for the first auction, and the proceeds are going to benefit Gibson Gives and First Bank Amphitheater Music Education Program. Registration is going on now through May 5th. Bidding starts at 10 a.m. Pacific time on May 5th. So some of the artists that are donating guitars include Willie Nelson, James Taylor, Alice Cooper, the Doobie Brothers, Collective Soul, Daughtry, Hailstorm, Judas Priest, Rise Against, Tedeschi, Trucks Band, Parker McCullum, Brantley Gilbert, Riley Green, Live, Cody Jinks, Papa Roach, Volbeat, and more. So if you've always wanted to have an official autographed guitar, that's one you want to check out. And then finally, director Sam Mendes is expanding the cast of The Beatles, a 4-film cinematic event. So Farhan Akhtar will play Ravi Shankar.
Ah, nice.
Yep. Lucy Boynton is going to play, you have Lucy Boynton, Morfydd Clark, and Harry Lawty are taking the roles of Jane Asher, Cynthia Lennon, and Stuart Sutcliffe.
So she'll have been Freddie Mercury's girlfriend.
Lucy Boynton?
Yeah.
Ah, I did. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Didn't pick up on it. And she'll also be Jane Asher now, who's with Paul McCartney.
We wouldn't have rock and roll without her.
That's right. So, of course, you have, they'll join Paul Mescal, Harrison Dickinson, and Barry Keoghan, and Joseph Quinn as Paul, John, Ringo, and George.
My thing that I'm having the biggest issue with is Terry Bradshaw as Brian Epstein.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
It's a stretch for him. Yeah. But you never know. Maybe he'll surprise us and come out with some kind of a nomination for his amazing work. So the 4 separate films will unfold from each member's perspective, chronicling the band's rise from Liverpool to global fame and their eventual split. All 4 movies are set to arrive in theaters in April of 2028.
Imagine you go that meticulous, and that's just one glaring, huge casting mistake.
Yeah. Alrighty, and that's the last item in music news. Oh, I'm sorry. Now, let me mention the MMR weekend this weekend. It's the Get You Some Lovin' weekend. Some love. And the MMR Weekend Warriors are going to be taking your song requests and dedications. You can call or text, and don't forget to include your loved one's name as well all weekend long. So check in with them. We're doing old school dedication.
Yes!
Which is a really cool
love
thing.
that idea.
The long-distance dedication.
Hey, Casey, he writes, Dear Casey, my husband is in prison.
Yes.
For blowing up a federal building. Could you please play Tie a Yellow Ribbon?
All right. So join the gang this weekend for that. That's it in music news. We'll take a break, come back in a second, and we will wrap up the show with the Letter of the Day, Word of the Week prize. Stay there.
What do I do? What do I do sitting in bed? It's a waste. Get up and expend that energy getting ready and just get on with your day. But I mean, it always has to sit right in that sweet spot, right in that horrible sweet spot.
According to the National Institute of Health, studies across the globe show anywhere from 10 to 30% of the population struggles with insomnia.
Well, that I don't have.
Defined as consistently difficulty falling asleep and the inability to return to sleep after going to bed.
Well, if you get up at, I get up at 3:35. If I wake up at 2 o'clock, I'm not going to have any trouble getting back to sleep. But if I wake up again, you're looking at the alarm clock, and you just have minutes. That's where it becomes a pain in the ass.
I have had the few weeks ago where I get up at 3:50 and I woke up at 2, and then I lay back down. I'm like, okay, go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Wait, I can't go back to sleep.
Oh man,
I can't go back to sleep. Lay there for like 40 minutes. It's like, okay, screw it. I'm getting up.
There's the other thing where, and I've had it happen, it's sort of tangential to this, which is the absolutely not having any idea what, I thought, for some reason in my mind, I thought 1 was 3 o'clock and, inverted. And I came in hours early. I told you guys that one morning. But so do they recommend anything if you're going to have that 10 to 15 minute pre-wake up?
And by the way, there's I was not familiar with this. It goes into a little bit more of insomnia. It says they can have a combination of nocturnal awakenings and what's categorized as early morning awakenings.
Used to have those a lot,
But I mean, as opposed to just the study finds that some people may experience early awakenings without other insomnia symptoms, such as difficulty initiating sleep. So some people can't get to sleep, but nocturnal awakenings and non-restorative sleep, meaning sleep that is substantial even with the recommended hours. But
obviously
that isn't substantial. I'm sorry.
We sing the praises, the truth. With the Sleep Number bed, I get a full night's sleep. Doesn't mean, though, you won't wake up a few minutes early, and when you do, that is an annoying thing I'd like to find out how to deal with.
I have all of these things. Everything you described, I got bad insomnia. I have trouble falling asleep. I have trouble staying asleep. And then the waking up before the alarm, that happens to me, too. So, I can't remember the last time I got a good night's sleep.
All right, so the constant waking up before that daily sound of your alarm is coupled with an immense frustration about not falling back to sleep. And that stress can feel isolating and all-consuming, taking more precedence than the initial sleep problem. So you just worrying about
that's it.
And that anxiety
not falling back to sleep. And then it's this cycle.
Yeah. Oh, I can't fall back asleep. Why can't I fall back asleep? Oh, I really can't fall back asleep. And then all of that, and then your brain just starts going and going and going.
Now, if I fall asleep now, how many minutes will I actually sleep for?
That's it. You start doing the damn math, and your brain's working numbers, and you're like, what the hell?
So if you wake up suddenly in what feels like the early morning hours, resist checking the clock. You guys know my little method. I turn the clock around so I can't see it. Finding out it's 3 a.m. when you set the alarm for 7 can cause increased stress about the hours of sleep that you hope to attain. It says you look at the clock, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, like clockwork, and immediately tension might grit your teeth. You think of all the demands, how awful it is to be when you're sleep deprived, and all this mental processing and agitation is antithetical to the sleep state. It's making you more alert and aroused.
Oh, yeah. Massive boner.
Versus sending the signal to the brain that it's okay to drift.
Oh, yeah.
If your alarm is on the phone, checking the clock can pose an even more significant trigger.
Look, he's got a boner.
That's one of my favorite clips. I love it. Play it again.
Okay.
Look, he's got a boner.
Considering getting an alarm that isn't attached to your phone, they say. So when you actually pick up the phone and start looking at it, that can cause you to stay a little bit at work. Now, this is what I did not know, okay?
I did not know that.
And, Steve, this is not the waking up 15 minutes before. This is waking up like a couple hours ahead of time.
Oh, all right.
So, paradoxically, experts say you should get out of bed, even at 3 a.m. I had always heard stay in bed.
What?
Just keep staying there. It says abandon the idea of getting back to sleep. When you do that, when you let the pressure go that sleep isn't so effortful, sleep is more likely to come back.
I'll be fine in surgery later on.
In a stimulus control technique, you can distract your brain with a mundane task to help bring back drowsiness faster than staying frustrated in bed.
Like tap dancing?
Is that mundane?
Yeah.
That's kind of dynamic and exciting, though,
I
isn't
guess
it?
you're right.
Yeah.
So what is a mundane task?
That's a good question. They don't recommend anything in this.
Paint your bathroom
list. So get up and clean out the garage. It says as soon as that little voice comes on, change the environment. Get out of bed. Try to reset your brain and keep the lights low. Mentally assigning the bed with sleeping helps people associate positive sleep thoughts with their space. Leaving the room when agitation sets in can separate the frustration from the bed.
So what you're looking to do is extract those connections, and then that makes sense.
All right, here you go, Nick. Anything from reading a book to knitting.
Okay.
Or listening to soft music.
So knit at 3 a.m.
Are Santeria rituals, would they fall into this category?
Sacrificing a chicken at 3 o'clock in the morning might not be a good idea.
I try to read sometimes. That seems to having a book at the, on the bedstand or whatever, that might help.
Would it help more if you were to actually leave the bed, go into another room and read like in a chair?
Yeah, maybe.
Probably.
Right? And that's what they're suggesting here, right? You disassociate that deal.
I think part of the problem for us is just inherently the time at which we have to get up in the morning. Like it's just too damn early. And because it's that early, I know that in the back of my mind. And so I put pressure on myself to get a good night's sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that just, that makes it worse.
The Kathy Romano story, chapter 1.
That's right.
Could you imagine if that was the book he was reading? You'd never sleep.
I like the idea of getting up and knitting in the middle of the night,
At
Nick.
3.
So you could, you're done.
Knitting, 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 knitting.
He doesn't sound relaxed.
That'll put you to sleep.
I have an alarm clock that actually projects the time on the ceiling. So, and I actually like that. When I wake up and I'm not sure what time it is, I'm just as many times I'm comforted by the fact that I have 2 hours, an hour and a half left to sleep. That it doesn't bother me that much.
Many people are texting in saying that pleasuring themselves helps them get back to sleep.
What about a stranger?
Pleasuring a stranger or a stranger pleasuring you?
You walk around on, would you like a handy?
I'm sorry. I'm having trouble sleeping.
I noticed you were walking your Shih Tzu. Can I give you a hand job?
That's kind of a mundane task, right?
It's pretty boring for the giver, right?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to bed now.
Woof, I'm pooped.
Progressive muscle relaxation may work.
Okay, so like morphine.
No, not muscle relaxers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Muscle relaxation. So start at the toes, clench the given muscles for 3 seconds and release. And then Kathy, breathe through this process. The 4-7-8 breathing
there it is.
exercise.
You guys have raved about this.
Coupled with
did it
muscle
last night.
relaxation can be successful. Kathy, I did it not that long ago.
Please explain it again.
You want to do it or me?
We could do
Why
it.
don't you do it
you
together in
explain it
harmony?
and I'll do the breathing? No.
Okay, so what you do is you breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. You hold your breath for 7 seconds, and then you let that air out for 8 seconds. And then you repeat the process. And I think I do it like 5 times.
Yeah,
Beth.
I do it like 4 or 5 times.
And you're usually good after that.
And it's not like it knocks you out immediately. Like I remember every time I'm like,
I'm not sleeping.
This is dumb. It didn't work. And then the next thing you know, you're waking up.
And then you wake up and you're like, oh my God, that thing worked.
It worked.
It actually does work. So it slows your heart rate down. And it helps you get into that
Kind of just
zone.
helps you relax.
Yep. And I would imagine you could.
Excuse me.
Why?
So, yes, you breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 7.
Okay.
Breathe out through 8, and it works great, man.
It has a regulating effect, and you
Yeah.
think you're more inclined to fall asleep after that.
Now, it also says others may find that yoga may help.
Or cottage cheese.
Like getting up and doing yoga.
Oh, yoga.
At 3 a.m. Honey, what are you doing?
I'm doing sleeping dog.
Yoga.
Meditation or reading can help when you wake up before the alarm. But
I don't
no,
think any of that would help me.
really.
I would be exhausted.
I like the
You're supposed to be.
But so are they saying to stay awake?
No. I mean, well, yeah,
do this
get up
to
and
fall
do
back to
this,
sleep.
and then you can go back to sleep easier.
Yeah, no.
So these are obviously hours, as you said earlier. These aren't just minutes. I can see
Yeah.
where that. So for me, if it has happened, like that's why I've just come into work, Preston. On those certain times, I'll just get ready and
Yeah.
And,
What
you
am I
have
doing?
as well. You did just recently.
Yep.
You
What
just
am I
come
doing?
in.
I may as well just go in, you know.
Next time, do yoga and try to go back to sleep.
Let me get some calls.
Go sleep driving.
I have a psychologist, Jenny, who's on the line. Hey, Jenny, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, what's up, Jenny?
I'm a psychologist, and I actually work in a primary care office, and so much of what I help people with is sleep challenges and anxiety stuff. So these things you guys are talking about are right on point. The 4-7-8 breathing for sure. And the idea of getting up out of bed, either when you can't fall asleep initially or if it is that middle of the night, like they said, we call it the 20-20 rule. So if you lay in bed for more than 20 minutes and you're still tossing and turning, your mind is still racing and you're awake, the best thing to do is get up and do something quiet and boring for another 20 or 30 minutes, and then try again.
So don't try to force it. So years and years ago, and I say it in the commercials because it's true with the sleep number, and everything. It's been much better. My sleep has been very consistent over the years. But the prior to that, occasionally I'd be like Nick. I have difficulty getting to sleep.
And we don't. What are you doing, dude?
Sorry.
Those aren't yours.
I was just looking. It says 320 market.
Yeah.
That's immediate.
It's media, yeah.
Yeah, I always call it, as a joke, I call it 420.
Okay.
I was like, hey, Patty, I'm going to 420. It's 320.
Matt, for those who don't know, we have these chocolate-covered strawberries. I smell them now. Did you open that up?
I didn't open them.
God,
Who went to
so
media?
good. Casey did.
I actually went to the one in Swarthmore.
Oh, there's one in Swarthmore?
Yeah, that's where it started.
Oh.
Yeah.
420's immediate.
Those are our favorite chocolate covered strawberries. We've been since we were in media at Y100. We've been going there to get those.
Wow.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
I don't. There's very few that could compare. None exceed them, as far as quality.
Yep. Real quick, I want to thank our guests. Thank you to Aliana and Christy over at 6ABC. Checked in with those guys. Had a nice conversation about my mom's toes. Then we had a live performance from Des Rocs.
Yes.
He was awesome.
He was sensational. He really is.
What a nice guy.
I think he's got a big career ahead of him. He's definitely got all of the elements you need.
Yeah, what a performer. And he is going to be at MMRBQ, and you will see for yourself, and you'll be sold on it, trust me. So he was great. And then we had, God, what's the word I'm looking for? It was Caleb McLaughlin and Lucas Sinclair. That's what I'm trying to say. He, of course, played Lucas on Stranger Things, and he's the star of this movie, GOAT, this animated film that's out in theaters today. So it was great talking to him. He's a very, very nice guy. So enjoyable day today, and we had chocolate-covered strawberries from 420
I won't
Market.
touch any.
Which is great.
I got to meet Des Rocs. What?
Oh, you did?
Right. Yeah. What a nice guy.
Right?
He shows up early, shows up conversive, ready to go. Sound check took about 7 seconds, and he rolls.
He's got that like rockabilly look to him, and a Long Island guy we were talking about. He used to work at Lido Beach.
The old Lido Beach is my favorite beach.
He worked at one of the cabanas there. Yeah. Like, and then the story he told you guys about the Stones, and the next day he takes a Bolt bus back, and he's on the bus with a guitar, like thinking, I wonder if people know what I did yesterday.
Right. Open for the Stones.
Yeah.
And the bathroom door on the Bolt bus is hitting his guitar.
How old is he?
I didn't ask,
early 30s.
and I couldn't on his Wikipedia page. He didn't give a date of birth. So, but he looks like 20 years old. Man, you know.
Yeah, because I was running by clubs on Long Island that we used to go to. Steve, and he didn't know any of them.
Yeah, no.
007, no. Uncle
Malibu?
Sam's, no.
Yeah.
He didn't know. He knew where Malibu was.
Yeah,
because it's a beach club now.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, you too played there once. He's like, really?
Yeah.
So nice guy.
Yeah,
Hey,
so-
great interview, you guys. Too.
Yeah, and thank you, man. I appreciate it. Then MMRBQ will be really, he's high energy too on stage, which is great. All right, Matt, let's get the letter, all right, because we got the prize.
Preston and Steve on 93.3 WMMR.
Now, the Daily Letter.
And the Preston and Steve show is brought to you today by The Letter.
P as in Pogues.
All right, and we now, they just had their drummer pass.
I got it from,
All right, so we'll take caller number 9, 610-660-9333. And if you get the word right, we set you up with the prize. I'll tell you all about that in just a moment or two. So call now if you happen to know. So it's Friday. What you got planned today?
We will have a big block of Peter Gabriel.
Excellent.
Birthday today. Also going to do Velvet Revolver. What an underrated band. You know?
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, they didn't last long, I guess, because they fired Scott Weiland or something. But, and then a block of Breaking Benjamin and Pierre's Vinyl Cut, the Goo Goo Dolls, Dizzy Up the Girl.
Oh, my goodness.
Great album.
Yeah.
What songs are on there?
Slide is on this. Black Balloon. Iris.
Yeah. Love Iris.
That was that Nicolas Cage movie, right?
City of Angels.
Yeah.
Every teenage girl said, "This is my song.
Oh, really?
This is my life."
Right.
I think the
what's
guys.
words? I won't want to live forever if I could just touch you one more time or something.
Yeah, below the belt. I think the movie is a terrific movie. I think it's underrated.
Is he? He's like dead in the movie, and he comes back.
Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage is
he's an angel.
Yeah,
it's a City of Angels. Duh.
Spoiler alert.
All right. So we will go to the phone, see if we can find somebody who knows the word of the week. And we got Eric here, who is caller number 9. So, hi, Eric. You are on the air. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Eric. Eric, do you know the word of the week?
Yes, it is sharp.
Yes.
Sharp is correct, Eric, and you are going to get yourself a pair of pit tickets to see Stained, Breaking the Cycle, the 25th anniversary tour with Seether, special guests Hoobastank and Hinder. That's going to be Wednesday, September 16th at Freedom Mortgage Pavilion. How do you feel about that, Eric?
You guys rock. I have never seen Seether. I can't wait.
Excellent.
Cool.
I'm glad we have your opportunity to do that, buddy. Hang on the line. We'll get all your information and take good care of you. Tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster. I will thank our sponsors, and we're going to get out of here. I want to thank, President and Steve Show brought to you today by GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer. Also brought to you by Dunkin'. The President and Steve Show runs on Dunkin'. And also brought to you by Papa John's, a new pan pizza from Papa John's. Get a medium one topping, just $11.99 at papajohns.com. Next week on our program, we're going to have comedian Ali Sadiq checking in. We'll have Captain Sandy Yawn in our studio. Captain Sandy is from Below Deck Mediterranean.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
That's a saucy one.
We'll get them in here, and then we also will have comedian Adam Friedland in the studio, too, and so much more. Short work week for us next week, by the way, so we'll check in starting on Wednesday. That is it. We are done. Rage on. Have yourself a great day in the morning, and also a great Valentine's Day weekend. We'll see you, gang. Bye-bye.